I'm gonna go side.
Good afternoon, Paul. Right now, it's 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 58 degrees.
Drone shots, how you doing? The it's warm here. Is it warm there too? See the cars all lined up down by the river. It's Sunday afternoon. People are sitting down there eating and doing their thing. Let me see. What do I got to get done here? Okay, I think I got her now. I got the message for the link pinned, and we should be good to go.
Good evening.
Hey, Dominic, how you doing?
Yeah, am I right?
What, anything
Yourself?
new? Anything new and exciting?
Nothing that exciting, no. Pretty much just woke up.
Hey, Russell,
What's the weather like there?
84 and sunny.
Nice, then.
A little warmer than I like it, but it's nice. I like it about 77, 76, but
Hmm.
can't complain. At least it's not 32 or 30.
Yep, I'll agree with that. I want a
But
little bit
those
more.
those days are coming. And
Yeah, I know.
I don't if you heard David his prognostication for weather for the winter, the U.S. and for the British Isles is that it's going to be a nasty winter with lots of snow.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to get ready for it then,
Yes, I do.
because it's heading your way. You're in that. Hello to everybody in the chat.
In the crosshairs, yeah.
Yep, you're in the crosshairs, and we're in the crosshairs for some heat.
Laura says hello to you, Dominic.
Hello, Laura.
I just pointed the camera over underneath the tree where the dirt is. And
Yeah.
there she is, laying there in the dirt,
Hey, hey.
back to her same old tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if that's what she wants to do.
Oh, yep, if that makes her happy.
So not a whole lot going on here. I just
Hello, Mark.
waiting to see if eBay is able to cancel my order for that other
Mm-hmm.
the other one that I didn't need.
Yeah.
They said that I should know something by Wednesday of this week.
Mm-hmm.
If the seller will allow me to cancel the order.
Mm-hmm.
I got my fingers crossed that he will. But if I get it, then I'll just blow it off,
Yeah.
Not that I have that extra money, but I just is what it is.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Laurie said when Dom said when Joe or Justin show up, tell them to shut up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ugh.
I think Mark is probably watching golf or something.
Yep. I'd say so.
He loves that golf stuff. A lot of people do.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I missed
Well,
my
I've got the rest of the day.
I
I've
missed
got the
my
rest of the day to get through.
I missed my afternoon nap, so
I had one yesterday. And then I went to the supermarket. Yeah. Looks like everybody else is having an afternoon nap.
yeah. Is that what David is, Laura?
Is David having a nap? Or must be someone that can join us. Oh, here's
Here comes
Mark.
Mark.
With the golf on in the background.
No.
Oh, okay.
The golf's finished.
Oh, okay.
We got beat.
Oh,
The Americans won 15.5, 12.5.
yeah, that's the harsh reality of sport.
It was close. At one point, it looked like we were actually going to get to 14 and keep it, but
Mm,
Mhm.
yep. I hate it when you lose.
Oh, David's watching TV.
But no, I was dealing with a barking dog.
Oh no.
Oh, it was easy. Just give her a treat and let her eat it. And it quietens down.
Precious doesn't like to be left alone. He wants your attention.
She
Mm,
She wants to be center of your universe.
actually she'd
yep.
prefer to just eat.
Yeah, I've
But
got
if you
that
think
problem as
about it,
well.
she may enjoy the eating, but she also enjoys you giving it to her.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
Oh, for God's sake. Won't be about a minute. Just got to answer the phone.
Okay. Uh,
Got to take care of business.
yep. Oi. 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 Oi.
Oh, there's your kitty cat. With your screen going behind, you couldn't see it, but now I see a little black hump on your just over your
Yeah, I
forehead.
know.
I don't think
Mm.
she likes it either when you're paying attention to the computer, not to her.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Paul, have you got your news on?
A little bit. Why?
Because somebody's just tried to shoot Trump again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if that's somebody posted something online.
Yeah, it's on our news. That was Kate phoning me up to tell me that it was on the news.
Oh, okay. Hello, Brenda. Oh,
I'm Brenda.
okay. Know these people. Oh, here we go.
At his golf course, Jodie's saying,
Yeah.
with an AK-47.
Here we go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Right, I'm fighting a cat here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my cat's asleep on a towel in the bath.
I wish.
The towel is normally just hanging over the edge of the bath, but she drags it down into the bathroom
Yeah.
and sleeps on it.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of them, so one's asleep. The youngest one has to be the one running around.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Steve Luckner with Agenda Free TV. There have reportedly been shots fired at or near the Trump golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida, while Trump was golfing. Trump is safe. CNN is reporting that a person has been detained
It's a little bit quiet, Paul.
and a long gun has been recovered. And Can you hear it? that somebody
Only just.
target
Could do with turning it up a little.
That's enough.
So again, CNN reports that a person has been detained, there was a long gun recovered, and an armed individual intended to target former President Trump. Now that has not been confirmed, and details are coming in at this time. Stop share, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Phone call again.
Yeah. It's a sad world we live in. Hi, Dusty.
Some neighbor saw a gunman in the bushes pointing a rifle out 100 to 150 yards away from where Trump was. And they alerted the Secret Service, and the Secret Service then fired shots at the gun. And the guy escaped in a car, but the neighbor got pictures of his license plate in the vehicle, and they apprehended him on I-95. Just what in the world is it all coming to? Well, I know what it's coming to. The rhetoric and stuff that Kamala has been pushing against Trump just brings out all the crazies.
Hi, Curtis. Hi, Joe.
Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't even pay attention to the time. I'm watching this stupid crap on TV. Freaking ridiculous. The police chief just said he's not a sitting president. He had as much security as he needed. And that was a Florida sheriff. Bullshit. 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 And that little girl, and that little boy. Bullshit.
Did you see the news, Joe?
Yeah, that's what I'm pissed off about.
Yeah.
I've been watching that. I was getting ready to come on. I was still watching that. Looked at it, said 411. I went, shit. That is bullshit. The guy was in the bush with an AK, with a rifle, with a scope, pointing at the hole, waiting for the president to get there, or Trump to get there, the president. You know, former president.
And a neighbor reported it to the Secret Service.
No, no. Secret Service saw the gun sticking through the thing.
Well, yeah, but the neighbor reported it first, and they went over and checked it out. Saw the gun sticking out.
They said a neighbor reported the guy running from the place, but nobody saw the guy in the bushes till Secret Service. Secret Service wouldn't have seen the gun, probably dead. Ridiculous. How can he go away from me? You go away too. You go away. I'm gonna take you to that kill shelter.
Hi, Curtis.
Tell me.
Hi, Dusty.
But he's in the bushes. How can he get that? First off, it's about 200 feet from where he's at.
Yeah.
Okay, 200 feet. We're not talking about 100 yards anymore. 200 feet. AK with a scope. How is that perimeter not blocked off? How is it not sealed?
Well, he was playing golf, wasn't he?
I bet you they do that shit for Kamala. They're just all blocked off. You know why nothing will happen to her? Because nobody want to waste their life on her.
I mean, it was probably his own golf course that he lives on.
It is. One in West Palm Beach, one of his. But the problem is, he is the former president of the United States. He's the primary runner for president again. He should have the same amount of security as the president of the United States right now. Especially
Yeah.
when there's threats to his life from Iran and not China, it's Iran, another country.
Russia and all them, yep.
I don't think
Although-
Russia has one on them.
A golf course takes up a lot of room. So it's a big perimeter to cover. And the
I
guy
want to
might,
know.
turn-
Is it,
the
if I-
guy
if I was
might
the guy
have
with a
turned
drone.
up, he might have turned up to play a game of golf with the rifle in his golf bag.
Mm.
No, he was outside. He was outside.
He
But
was
the thing is,
outside
they
the
said
fence. Evidently, the chain link fence there runs through the bushes.
Yeah. Well, they said they followed his car for a little bit with a drone. I want to know if it was a DJI drone.
Mm.
And if it was, I'm going to say, Stefanik, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leave them
see?
alone. Leave the mother freakers alone.
Oh, now they're showing photos. Are you watching Fox?
Yeah, on 95 is where they caught him.
Yeah.
He was on 95 but getting away.
They caught the car on 95.
From what they were saying, I don't think there was even a shot fired. Never mind anybody died.
Well, there were shots fired. Secret
Were there?
Service fired.
All right.
Yeah, they said the Secret Service opened up on him.
Oh, David's finished watching TV. And he's
Hey,
decided to
David.
come and join us.
He's probably been watching that on the news.
Joe,
Yo,
message for you.
Shut up.
Oh, don't shut up.
let me get up. I got pants on. I'm turning around and go.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't shut up.
What?
I changed it. Oh, what's news that, Mark?
That somebody just tried to shoot Trump again.
Oh, and they're just saying now that he had a GoPro camera mounted on the gun sight
Hmm? Okay.
so that everybody could
Yeah,
see it.
He had the GoPro
Was it actually
on the
intent
fence.
on
It
him?
was mounted on the fence.
Yeah.
Earlier on, there
And
was
he
said that somebody was just shooting nearby. Didn't say he shot at him.
No, he was like a hole away. He was headed that way.
Never let
Yeah,
the
he
facts
had-
get in the way of a good story, though.
Look, the fact he's not been shot yet. We need to say this. He needs to stop pissing off the 18.
Yeah, they fire millions of bullets and never hit
They
anybody.
fire fucking millions and millions of bullets and nobody gets hit.
Yeah, they blew up shit and people standing right next to it.
Yeah.
just get up and dust themselves off.
Yeah, Dusty. Now they're gonna ban GoPros.
Well, he had that mounted to the fence, and then he had the gun shoot pointing through the fence, and he had two backpacks against the fence, blocking him with ceramic tile in them, so he could take fire. You see,
Yeah.
he had self-made bulletproof vest.
For a country that has been brought up on guns, Dwayne Hart got bad aim.
Seems that way.
Well, the thing of it is, David, you have as many murders with a knife as we do with guns.
Yeah, but with a knife, you get your target. With a gun, it looks like you guys miss.
It depends on the guy.
No, seriously, though, people just need to pack it in. Right? Whether you like Trump or not, he's got a family. He's got kids, he's got nieces, he's got nephews, and whatever. Right? And what happens if you succeed? What happens if somebody succeeds? Did you think the rest of the country's just going to sit there and go, oh, all right then? No, that's where your civil war starts off.
Oh, I'm telling you. Glad you said it, not me.
Yeah, Musk, you want to talk about civil war? You got problems, Mr. Musk.
It says here, Trump's first statement afterwards was he praised the Secret Service for their fast action.
Oh, it's trending on Twitter. Melanie Trump, Melania
Melania.
Melania Trump, right? Apparently, he's
Look at
running
her.
out of money on these hitmen.
Oh, it must be it.
Well, that sounds like some twisted bee over there, hon.
That's on. That's
Oh, I
on.
don't know.
That's Americans on X. There's you know what it's like, memes and all that shit going around.
Mm.
Person designed this case didn't design it right.
What is that? A case for what?
Then I'm gonna put the props in my case.
Oh,
But the guy's got a little lip here to snap in, but he don't have it dug deep enough. And the pieces he put the snap in it are too long, you know. I had to file it down before. Oh, okay.
oh, I hear a click, click.
Well, it's trying. It's not fitting in yet. Just lay a little bit more. I'll get a little bit more off of it. I don't want to take too much off of it.
Who's the Libertarian Party?
Who knows?
They're halfway between both of them.
Yeah, apparently they're a Republican-leaning party, and they've put a message out saying anyone who murders Kamala Harris would be an American hero. So get on with it.
Well, that's
This is just
bullshit.
taking the
Some
piss, isn't
people.
it? What happened to making America great again?
Mm.
A couple of people don't believe it is. I'll put it like this: the people in the university teaching the kids are the people who says America's not great. These are the ones that had the opportunity to get what they want, and they're teaching kids you can't have that opportunity.
Oh wow.
It worked that time. Snap my finger shut.
Oh,
Right
okay.
there.
At least you know it works.
It ain't opening it. A little bit more. I did it with the other one, the same thing. I pinched this finger. Should have made the one I had with the hinge.
Works good, huh?
Almost. A little bit more. A little too tight. I don't want to fight with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't want it to pop open either. They had drone shots, they caught them.
Yeah, that might do it.
Oh yeah, they're showing pictures now of the backpacks they had hung on the fence.
Yeah. The clear view in the fence.
actually quite weird because this morning it started off with memes that Joe Biden was no longer alive and that it was a weekend at Bernie's situation. It's like, what the hell?
Now that I would believe.
Yep, that sounds more likely than unlikely.
Oh God, I reckon the Europeans did it because the US beat us at golf.
Yeah,
Hey,
I saw
Brenda,
that.
how you doing, my dear?
You like that, Paul? Put the 4 props in like that,
Yeah.
Nice.
close it up, and just lay it where the controller goes that I don't have for the Avata 2.
Oh, cool.
And it gives me 4 props sealed, put away in case I need one. Just like that. They don't move that much. It just slides right down in there like that.
All right. Very cool. I bet you could sell those.
Too much work to make them. Hour and 46 minutes. And you gotta
Oh.
change the colors to make the colors. Got extra. I made this one. I forgot to cut it down inside. It was a little bit too long, too big.
Oh
I
no.
made the other one. I thought I had changed it, and I realized when it started printing, I saw how big it was getting. So I was shoot. Now it almost worked better because it would still fit. But if I could have kept the props in here and just in the case and just rolled them up and put them in, I would have rather that way. But it wouldn't work. Couldn't do it. They wouldn't fit across right. Having a cup of proper tea.
Oh, nice then.
People are saying it's fake again because after the incident, Donald Trump emailed everybody to say he was safe and well and he'd never give up. I can see the point because it's not the first thing. If somebody tries shooting me, it's not the first thing I'd do is run to my computer and email everyone to say I was safe. I posted on Facebook.
And they said he's not a random guy. They have called him an assassin. So he's got to be affiliated with somebody.
Not a random guy.
Not a random guy. Where's TJ?
Where's Justin? It's fucking
TJ's not
Justin
a
playing
random
real
guy.
life Fortnite, isn't it?
I thought he was. I was getting ready to. Well, we know it's not Jason because it's not near Virginia Beach, Virginia. But it's near TJ. You know?
Why was it in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, West Palm Beach.
All right.
Well, if it was
Around
TJ,
what-
he's got an excuse for missing because he'd be laughing like hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he owns a few golf courses.
Yeah, TJ would have got caught because he would have been laughing. He wouldn't have been able to hide.
Yeah, wouldn't have been, and he wouldn't have been able to aim either.
Well, Brenda, not
Yeah,
only
you
that
ain't gotta
is
worry
the
about
question,
DJ.
but the other question is, yeah, I'm sure it's a direct result of all the BS that the liberals are putting out on the press.
I think
I
it's
Yeah.
guarantee you.
I think it's a direct result of all politics, not just the left, the right, because there is so much crap being put out there lately.
Yeah, I'd agree with that comment.
Mm.
It's
I'm sick of politics.
yeah,
Yeah, one goes at the other goes back. It's just childish.
someone needs to quit the rhetoric, as they say.
Oh, definitely.
All I'm saying is this. I hope nothing happens to him. Because I don't want to be here when it does.
Yeah, and it's not just politics in the US that needs to pack it in, over here as well.
Probably everywhere.
But we've lost MPs on both sides. We had Joe Cox and then David Amos. Both
All
of
that work, I
them.
like the big one better.
Both one on each side of the spectrum, but both bloody good MPs for their area.
Laura says hello to you, Joe.
Good, Laura. Forgot all about these. The $50 gift card to Keith Young Steakhouse. The $50 gift card that was in it. Forgot about it.
Oh,
Oh, is that the one they gave you? What's it?
Yeah, these are the ones they gave me last year at the banquets. I forgot all about them. Like I said, I got to probably take the whole 100 to eat over there.
That's why they gave you $50.
Well, one gave me $50, the other one gave me the what you call it, gift card. I tell you, I'm gonna have to call Uber to do it because they're not gonna let me drive in the parking lot with my car. Look at my car and they say deliveries around back.
Laura says hello, it says there. Can someone tell Joe I said hello?
I said hello back. He's not listening.
No, I told him to shut up a little further.
I figured she was gonna tell me to shut up anyway. So
Yeah.
I said,
Wait.
hello, Laura.
So she says hello, wanting him to say hello back, but before that, she already told him to shut up.
Yeah, I figured that.
That's about logic.
no, that's Laura.
Yeah, that's Laura's logic. A few months ago, I bought a doll's house from the charity shop
Uh-huh.
for the birds to play in. Laura was like, they will never play in it. Never, ever, ever, ever play in it. Well, I've got a picture of one of them at the upstairs window looking out. Because they finally started playing in it.
Hey, Justin, welcome, welcome.
Okay.
And where was you this afternoon?
What do you mean?
Where have you been?
Fortnite.
I played with Laura this afternoon.
And can we have a location on that?
Did you find it a titillating experience?
Yes.
Let's just go back. Can we just find? Can we just get your location, please?
I love
Was
Yeah,
you-
this is the
was
way
you
you've been
in-
today.
Yeah, was you in Florida?
Yeah, why?
Yes.
And was you shooting a gun in the game?
Yeah.
It's him! It's him! Get him!
Aiming it on golf course.
That's a normal day in Florida.
At 11 o'clock, Justin, in case you haven't heard, there was a gunman with an AK-47. The gun barrel was poking through a fence and on Donald Trump's golf course, waiting for Trump to shoot him.
And they caught him, I guess.
Yep, they caught the guy.
Yeah.
A neighbor took pictures of him and took pictures of. If you turn on Fox News, they're talking about it now.
Was Donald Trump on the golf course?
Yep,
Yep.
Terrible timing though. We hadn't reached that hole yet.
he was one hole back. He was headed that way.
Secret Service spotted him and shot at him.
And he also had some like bulletproof vest material hanging on the fence where he stuck the gun through.
Yeah, he made 2 backpacks full of ceramic tiles. Put them there.
Wow.
Just shows how screwy this world's getting.
Oh, if it was the neighbor that took pictures, he should have shot him. I would have done it. If I'd have saw somebody sticking an AK through a fucking fence and I saw him, I'd have snuck up on him and put one right in their head.
Well, they saw him run out the bushes. That's what they saw. And contacted police because they heard the shots. They looked out and saw him running out of the bushes.
Yeah,
That
he
was a
fired.
Secret
I
Service
don't know
firing.
how many shots he fired, but they said he fired several.
Do we have a
shots.
news coverage of this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Fox News
But-
right now.
On Fox.
Justin, somebody took
What?
somebody's taking a few pot shots at you. What's the first thing you're going to do
Return fire.
after that? What are you going to do after that?
Duck and cover?
Go look at his dead
No,
body and
one-
think, how stupid were you?
Yeah. Once he's been arrested, once the guy's been arrested, what are you going to do?
Go to the gun store and refill my ammo.
Well, Trump
And then I'm
decided.
gonna stop. Well, first I'm gonna stop the sheriff's department and get my coupon first.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to get 15% off.
Yeah. But first thing Donald Trump did was mass emailed all his supporters to say he was safe and well
Hey, he was all
before
right.
before it even made the news.
Well, that's because he knew it was going to come out on the news.
Like I said, my first thing is not run and send mass emails. Just post it on Facebook. It's quicker.
Or Twitter.
You gotta realize he's old school too, but
Yeah, I wouldn't post it on X. It'd probably get taken down. Too graphical, that.
No, Elon actually said he hoped he would come back to X, but he hasn't been back on X. Trump's account's open. It's just he doesn't use it. It's there though.
Gonna be honest, it's
account.
probably the wisest thing he's probably done ever. Full of shite on there now.
No, it's good for an argument. I've been arguing all over the weekend with my football supporters.
Well, I was arguing with somebody that tried to tell me that GB News, that was set up by Reform UK, more or less, right, is a left-leaning news channel.
I don't think so.
No, neither do I.
Well, it all depends upon your opinion of what left is and what right is.
They are anti-immigration, anti-UK, anti-European, anti-world. In fact, they're anti-fucking everything, right? They are just a really bad news channel. If you think you've got bad news channels with your Fox and CBS or whatever, it's CNN. Yeah,
CNN's horrible though.
they're all horrible.
No, yeah, but CNN's would definitely takes a cake on them. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying they're the worst ones out of all of them.
I've watched all your news channels, and they don't give you the news; they preach you the news.
Exactly.
They talk to you like they're trying to brainwash you.
Yep.
And you can tell, what the hell's this all about?
Yep.
You know,
We have
actually
one
watch a
station
lot
that
of
does that.
I watch a lot of independent people I watch Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro. That's where I get my news from because they actually show you the full clips and shit.
Yeah.
And then another good news agency is Project Veritas. You want real news? Go to Project Veritas.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
They're out there actually doing real journalism.
yeah, but they don't. You see, that's the thing now as well. No one goes out to get news anymore. They just sit on Twitter and on Facebook to get it.
No, Project
TikTok.
Veritas will actually go out and get sources and get paid and get like paperwork, and then they'll post it and they'll prove what they're saying. Like they really do a good job. Project Veritas is a very good news organization.
Many of the news services here just troll TikTok and post that.
Yeah.
Because Veritas will call out both sides if they think they're lying, and then they'll research it and then show you the breakdown of why that they thought they were wrong and all that.
Yeah.
Or I'll give you the full news clips. See, a lot of news agencies, they give you broken up clips. And you know,
they chop it so they can fit the narratives.
I mean, it's so bad sometimes. It's like those videos you see when somebody takes a bunch of words that somebody said and then they put it together and make like a song or something. You know, like that's how bad the mainstream media is sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my AI songs.
No, but I like watching like Charlie Kirk,
Yeah.
Steven Crowder. I really like watching those guys because, like I said, they'll fool you to show you the full clip, and then they'll show you what the news agencies were lying, how they were lying about it, and then they'll give you the full perspective that the news agency didn't give you, and so you get the full story. Especially Charlie Kirk. I really like him because he'll call out his own side if he finds something stupid.
Especially when he does those shorts. He'll do a
Oh.
1 minute. He'll do a 1 minute thing where he just calls out anything on it. And we've gone too far one way, or we've gone too far the other. We've got to come back to the middle.
Is there a middle anymore?
Well, there isn't, but that's where we need to find. Something we need to find. We need to find some way of being tolerant towards each other.
Well, I mean, it's just like how school shootings,
I'm
Are
sorry,
they a
that's too
problem?
left thinking.
Are school shootings a problem? Of course they are. But
Yes.
that's not 99% of the gun violence in the United States. And so if you look at the numbers from the Justice Department that they've gathered from all the police departments around the country, there's roughly 40,000 or so people killed by guns every year. 65% of that 40,000 are suicides.
I'm sorry, but looking at that TJ message, what's he up to?
Where's he at?
He's in the chat.
He's on the run from the Secret Service.
Yeah, he's on the run.
I don't have the chat up.
Oh yeah,
He's on the run because he was in West Palm Beach.
Yes, I do, Brenda. That's Steven Crowder. Yeah, I watch it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where Ray Kelly's condo is.
Steven Crowder is not politically correct at all, neither. I'll tell you that.
Did you see the video that
He needs bail money.
did you see the video that did you see the video that Justin put out? Not you, Justin, the other Justin. What's he called? Drone Camp.
Not that Justin, the other
Justin
Justin Trudeau?
Justin.
No, Justin Joan Camp. Drone
I haven't
Camp
got around to him yet. I don't usually watch him. He's sensationalistic.
says they've leaked a document signed by senators saying that they now consider DJI to be a Chinese military company, which is something that was leaked 12 months ago.
Which isn't entirely true because DJI builds drones for the Chinese military. So
Well,
it's not.
and the
Yeah, but
Chinese
just
government
because
has
you
their
build
hands in
something
everything.
for a military
Military.
doesn't make you a military
Oh
company.
no! I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
that statement isn't entirely untrue, though.
Oh, I'm
Now,
yeah,
whether
I'm agreeing with you on that.
I'm not-
Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. I just need to go get the popcorn. Be right back.
no, I'm just saying that and
September the 6th.
no, I mean that's been a known thing for. That's nothing like he's
Yeah, well,
reporting
listen.
on something we've known for years.
I
Big
actually
deal.
I put a short out saying that 12 months ago. And yeah, they
Like that
do.
ain't
make
nothing new.
Dragonfly, but you know,
I said that's nothing new. We've known that for years. We didn't need a paper with a bunch of senators saying it to know that.
no.
Yeah.
Like I said, at the end of the day,
They just published the name of the suspect is Ryan Wesley Roth, Routh.
Ryan Wesley Roth.
Ralph.
Roth, Routh.
Yeah,
I've looked in my phone book.
Ralph.
Not one of my contacts.
Yeah, that's good.
But I might have him on Facebook.
Fuck, I might have them on Facebook. You know how many people I got on Facebook? I
Yeah,
don't even
no.
know half of them.
At one time, I used to have 9,500 people on Facebook. I'm now down to a few hundred because I just mass deleted them. I even got 2 week bans for deleting people off Facebook. It was worth it.
I've never. Yeah, back when I first started my Facebook, dude, I'd get all these friend requests, and I just, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, that's
And
what
I'd
I was
accept
like.
every one of them.
Yeah, games and everything. He goes, yeah. I mean, the amount of people called Zynga Poker I added.
Yeah.
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 You know when they made
I remember those days.
when they made accounts to give themselves extra points, so they could lose against a fake account.
Yeah. I remember those days.
But they needed
It
the odd
was
one.
Zinger Poker and Farmville.
Yeah, and Petville, Playfish,
Petville.
Pet Society,
Or Candy Crush.
Special City.
I've never played
Crush
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush
Oh,
weren't on
Candy-
Facebook.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking. Yeah, but Candy Crush was a popular game, but yeah, you're right.
Oh, of course, it was a
Oh, it
popular
was.
game.
Yeah, I've never played it.
Oh, Sarah and her mom were like addicted to that shit for like over a year. They just hardcore played Candy Crush every day. And it was like when it first came out, like it was just like Angry Birds. That was super popular when it came out. When it first came out. Now it's pay to play, so I fucking hate it. I can't stand it anymore. Because it used to be you downloaded it, there was like 100 levels you'd play, and you could just start, boom, and you could just play through it. Now you download it, and there's a fucking ad every other game.
Yeah.
And then if you don't consistently win games and you go through too many lives in a day, they want you to buy lives now to play. Like, yeah, it's all gone to pay to play now. So once I realized that, I just deleted it back off my phone.
Yeah.
You know what the most stupid game out there is? My Singing Monsters.
Singing Monsters.
Yeah, My Singing Monsters. You got different islands and you got different monsters on it, and you breed the monsters, and they all sing different songs. And it's all the songs blend to the same song. It's all put together. It's very unique.
Is this who plays this?
Well, in 2016, the kids were playing it. My kids were playing it. And they showed it to me. I said, this is some dumb shit that y'all doing. So I played around with it. I haven't stopped playing with it since at nighttime before I go to bed. I turn it on and upload all the points and all of that stuff. I've got like $200 billion. I've got like 10,000 diamonds. I've got every monster but a couple of them. I've got every
Joe was one of those parents that said, "Oh, that was stupid. Give me the controller."
Yeah,
And he
give me
sits
it.
down and
That's
gets
what I did.
addicted to it.
I've got it on my iPad, and every night I'll go through it and get all the points off of it. Then I'll go to bed. You know,
I
Waste
actually
of my
don't have
time.
any. I actually have no games on my phone at all.
Oh
I don't
God,
play any
2 or 3.
because
'Cause I'll
most
play one for a couple of weeks, get bored with it, delete it, and then find another game.
because
Play it for a couple of weeks and then delete it.
most Android games tend to, not all of them, but there's a vast majority that tend to be pay to play, and I just think it's annoying, so I just don't even play them.
it was a Major League Baseball game that I put on my phone, and that you could make a player, and I made a player, and I played. I just picked the team, and I didn't care what team it was, and I started playing the different seasons with that thing, and I had about 3 seasons into it, and it was hard to play, but I won a couple of championships.
Yes.
You know, so it's like it was hard to play though. You could lose a game because the ball's hit. You got to direct your player to get it. You got to throw it to the right base. So it's like it was pretty. It was almost like playing Madden football. You know, after the 4th season, they stopped. They just killed it. And you didn't have to play it every day. I used to play it a couple of times a week, like during regular baseball season. I'd play.
So who was this guy you said put that article out? He's a drone channel?
Yeah, Justin from Drone Camps.
Drone camps, never heard of them. Is it like a group of people or something?
I don't
No,
know.
he has a shop. He's a
I only
dealer.
watched it once because he was called out in a video.
For what?
For either overly inflating something or saying something that wasn't true. It's a while back.
I've never heard of him. Drone camp. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to watch his video on that piece of paper he's talking about, because if he tries to say that nothing about that's true, he's full of shit. Because that statement isn't unentirely true.
Say that yeah, he does actually show copies of the document as well.
Oh, it's only a 3-minute video.
I think the problems that he had when he was doing that was something to do with the review on one of the drones he did.
Yeah.
Not sure
I
if it
see,
was
don't
the Black. Was it the Black Hawk or something?
No, it was either, could swear it was something to do with the original, either Avanta or DJI FPV. But it's about 12 months, it's 12, 18 months ago.
Well, the original FPV was a lot longer than that.
Okay, then it's 2 years.
18 months ago.
Must
No,
be the
the
Avanta.
The Avata was at least 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
He said it's possibly a military company, but the government said it was. No, it always has. Everybody's always known they've built stuff for the Chinese military. That's not a secret.
Well, yeah, they
definitely.
do. They build a military drone called a Dragonfly.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind one of those. Now that'd be fun.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to say that the U.S. Department of Defense and the intelligence agencies know more about what they're actually up to than we think we know. We could say all day, oh, they're not doing nothing nefarious, but we don't actually know that.
Yeah.
Now, they might not be doing nothing nefarious with the drones, obviously, because you guys use them and you can see that. And there are companies in the U.S. that have tested the drones to see if there's malicious shit on them, and they've never found it. But that don't mean they're not doing crazy shit on the other side of their company that we don't know about.
And it's actually not fair on us, the fact that they keep calling all these military pilotless aircraft drones, because they're not. They're all fixed wings. They're not. They're not what we.
Yeah, but because of the terminology unmanned aerial vehicle.
Yeah.
Everything that is unmanned is going to be called a drone. That's just the way society works.
Even if it's a remote control aircraft or a helicopter. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that's unmanned and it's an aerial vehicle is going to get that name.
Yeah. I think you should just stop droning on about it.
Yeah, we are.
No, sod off.
Well, and some of the new drones that the military is building over here are truly unmanned because they don't even need pilots anymore. They're all autonomous and can do their own flights. They just put the flight, what they want the drone to do, into the drone, and the drone goes off and does it without a pilot.
Well, that's what Iran
thing.
That's what Iran did on Israel, isn't it? They sent 100 or 300 drones, unmanned.
Right, but those were just cheaply built drones with explosives on them that were
You can't have
set
been
to
that
go.
cheap. You can't be that cheaply built because they went from Iran over to Israel.
Right,
which
but you're
is not-
talking the
it's
difference
not
of a
the
20.
distance. Yeah, but we're not talking the distance we could fly a drone.
Right, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is it's a difference of a $20,000 drone that Iran built and a US drone that costs $200 million because of the
Yeah.
advanced tech that's on it. That's the difference is what I'm talking about. Iran couldn't afford to send $100 million drones and droves like that
Yeah, exactly.
and lose them. So the drones they're building, they estimated were around 10 to 20 grand a piece. And
And-
pretty much the drones were sent to fly a certain distance and then just drop out of the sky once it got to its set amount of distance and targeted.
Ooh, a
They
doodle
weren't
bug.
even do what?
A doodle bug.
Yeah,
Doodle bug. What is
could have
that?
been.
The V1 and V2 pilotless rocket aircraft that the Germans used to send over in the war. And
Oh,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
designed by
going a straight
designed by
line all the way
Werner
round.
von Braun.
Yeah, it was set to go a certain distance and it would just drop out of the sky.
It ran out
Yeah.
of fuel. As soon as you heard the engine stop, you ran for cover.
Exactly. Well,
Because the US even has little cheapy drones like that that they use for saturation. They did it during the first Iraq war
yeah,
over Baghdad to fool their air defenses, and they called it Pubar's party because the
Yep.
commander that was in charge of that operation was Commander Pubar, General Pubar for the US military. And that's what they did. They sent a bunch of little cheapy, well, what you would consider cheapy drones as far as military tech goes. They sent swarms of them in there. The air defenses kicked on, started shooting at the drones. They thought they were getting a bunch of air-to-air kills. They weren't. And then here come the F-18s behind them, locking onto the radars of the SAM sites that were locking onto the drones, and
Yeah.
they were just hitting the SAM sites. But this whole time, the Iraqis thought they were getting all these
Grumpy.
hundreds of aircraft kills, and they
Boyd.
weren't.
I mean,
Yeah.
though, when you think about it, that kind of a drone attack is using the same basic software that these drone light shows use.
but again, it's actually a very lazy term to use that as an umbrella. As Lloyd says, they are quadcopters. But everybody's lazy because they just use that one term.
Well, I mean, you could have a specific term for each type of unmanned aerial vehicle.
Hi, Lloyd.
But
should be.
I would say that's just a generalization of that particular aircraft doesn't have an actual human on board. So that kind of is one
So anything
generalization of all
unmanned
of them.
would just become a drone these days.
Which means that this drone ban will also include remote control helicopters and remote control planes made in China.
It should. And well, if you want to go, if you want to go all the way, how about we just say anything that comes out of China, let's ban it.
See,
Okay.
that's where they're going, right?
Yeah.
They're already going that direction. They're trying to bankrupt China. I'm telling you, this is all stemming from the militaries of the Western world, is where this is stemming from. China is now they consider China their number one military threat, and they're going to do whatever they can to try to cut the head off of China. So that's why you're seeing all the big tech industries from the US are starting to pull out. A lot of other companies are starting to leave. So they're trying to undercut their manufacturing base by leaving and pulling out billions and trillions of dollars. And then at the same time, they're going to start banning all the Chinese shit, software, anything like that. So eventually where it's going to kind of push China back into their own border by themselves. Will it kill China? Probably not, but they're going to their economy is going to suffer over time.
Hey, Lloyd, do you think this is
I
all?
don't think it'll suffer as much as you think.
Hey, Lloyd.
Is it all going to screw with Art's agenda for tonight's show? When he said he was going to be discussing the debate, do you think Trump might come up again?
Yeah.
Maybe Grumpy Vlogger will started to show up at Mar-a-Lago down in Florida.
Yeah, they should all go to Mar-a-Lago
Yeah.
and do a show from there. It's a fair drive for them.
Have Trump come on.
Yeah. Okay, chaps, I've got to head out. So
Hey, Dominic, where you
Catch you
headed?
later.
I'm getting ready for the second anniversary show of Wedge and Big's live stream.
Oh, okay.
Second year anniversary.
You have fun. You tell them we all said hello.
Yeah. Did you see
Yeah.
before you go? Did you see the
Not from
fridge
me.
video?
Which one?
The fridge video we posted last night.
Who?
Wedging Big.
No, oh, the freak with the cats.
Yeah, but it was a can of Coke apparently that
Yeah. I saw that. The two cats looking on going,
yeah, what the fuck?
yeah, that was hilarious.
Let Wedge know I got two of his mugs that I'll blow up, one for each year.
Yeah, okay.
Catch you later.
See you later.
So I'd imagine Uncle Bill's going to be on later tonight. He's usually on the late show, isn't he?
10
Yep.
p.m.
3 o'clock our time.
4 hours.
Yeah, like 10 o'clock ish, right?
Yeah.
Because it's 6:08 here now, so it'd be 4 hours. Would be 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, no disrespect, Uncle Bill. I'll be snoring away.
Yeah, because it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning here. And
Okay.
we'll be on till 5.
Yeah.
In the morning.
I'll rephrase that. I may be snoring away because I can hear Laura shouting in the other room at the game. So
David, you don't snore, do you?
nights. Do I snore?
I thought you said Laura snored. You didn't.
No, I've never said that. I know I snore because I've got sleep apnea.
I know he snores because I've heard him when me and Laura were playing the game.
Oh,
He
really?
was in the background one night when me and Laura was up real late. Laura was up real late playing. I could hear David snoring in the background.
I know I snore because the blokes that I share an apartment with when we used to go on golfing holidays used to complain to me about it.
Yeah, Laura complains, but I had to shut up.
I had an uncle that snored. Oh my god, dude, it was so fucking loud. And
I
to
bet
a
you
point
any
where
money, everybody on this panel and everybody in the chat snores. Oh, fuck. The Detroit Lions lost.
I do sometimes, from what Sarah says, it's not all the time though.
I
But
just
like
kept telling them to drink more before they went to bed, then they wouldn't notice it.
no, my uncle would snore so bad that like if we went somewhere and we had to get hotel rooms, nobody would stay in a hotel room with him. Because you would be up all night. That's all you could hear. Like he was fucking loud, and it would just be constant the whole night.
Yeah, well, the guy that shared a room with me used to moan about it, and the other two lads who were in a completely different bedroom across the hall and whatever, they used to complain about it as well because it was that loud in their room and all. But you tend to only snore in one position in bed.
I snore in all positions.
And no, not the missionary.
When you've got sleep apnea, you can't stop snoring. But everybody snores.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but like Mark's saying, most average people, if they just move like to their side or something, then they'll stop. Like it's not just a consistent. Usually it depends on how you're laying.
Mm-hmm. It's just to do with the way that your airways in your nose constrict. That's why those things that you shove up your nose to open the airways up actually do stop you from snoring.
Yeah, the amount of times I wake up in gasping for air.
You don't use your machine like you're supposed to, do you?
Don't have one.
I don't know how people sleep with those fucking things, dude. It's like fucking having a Bane mask on your face while you're trying to sleep.
The first night, great. The second night, no, it tried to kill me. Fuck that.
I
Like
don't
it,
understand why people use those machines for what they call sleep apnea, when what that is, sleep apnea is actually your heart stopping while you're asleep for a fraction of a second.
Yeah, you hold your breath.
It's actually your airways close, and that machine blowing air into your lungs gives you enough oxygen to make sure you come out of it. And it also blows water into your throat to keep your throat from restricting too much. That's their use.
oh, Dusty, you don't ever mention your wife snoring. Dude, you trying to die? I mean, you remember what you told us. Your wife's bigger than you. You better delete that shit out of the comments. She ever runs across this live stream, you're dead, man.
Yeah.
If I even hint to Sarah that she had snored while she's sleeping, she's like, excuse you? No, the hell I don't.
That's how Laura she snores. No point denying the truth.
Just record it one night.
Do you want to know how I broke it to Laura that she snored? I said, she woke up one morning. I went, did you hear the motorbike razzing around this bedroom last night? She went, no. I went, that's because you were the one doing it.
The next thing you heard was,
Thud.
Well, I'm here to tell the tale.
Why is it that ginger biscuits are always so crunchy?
Because they're meant to be.
I don't know. Ask Rob.
Actually, I need to speak to Rob. He's not spoken to him in a while.
He was in the chat
No,
what,
it's
about
actually
2 or 3 days ago.
yeah, a little while ago, not long ago, a couple days.
not what they're actually called, which is ginger nuts. No, you can't have one. Sure.
Oh. Bit extreme, innit? Share the biscuits.
Hold on, Randy. My buddy's stepmom snored like a freight train. How do you know this? Look at him trying to deflect at the end of that statement. Her belly was hanging out. It was all hairy. Yeah. I bet taking his buddy was out of town when he figured that out.
Sure that was a belly you were looking at?
Tomorrow in Port Huron, look for mostly sunny weather, with a high of 81 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 55 degrees.
Oh, you were banging the headboard that hard, huh, Randy?
Concussion.
No, he said because it would knock pictures off the opposite wall.
Yeah.
He's talking about his friend's mom and knocking pictures off the wall. Bro, you're not helping your case here.
I didn't have any friends' moms look that good.
Well, the other
Yeah.
question I have, Joe, is
I had a
is
couple of
your
friends' moms
granddaughter
that,
daughter coming to your house again Monday?
As far as I know, Monday and Tuesday.
Well, she didn't. Your daughter didn't get my email. I said it would be good for you to have her 4 days.
Paul, you're treading on thin ice.
I think it's good for your mental health to be looking after your grandbaby.
Can't do it. I don't have the time.
Yeah,
I think
it's
you,
mental.
Well, isn't it your plan? I thought it was to get a house and they were going to all move in with you.
I'm putting up a bigger gate, bigger fence around
oh,
it.
that's
What you talking
nasty,
about?
Randy.
Putting razor wire.
Now, I had a couple of friends back when I was in high school, and their moms were pretty fucking hot. So you just leave.
I had a teacher that was really hot.
When you went over to your friend's house, you'd leave the bathroom cracked by your shower and hoping it started off like a Pornhub video.
Yeah.
You're so much bigger than my husband. Oh. And then he says, hold on, Randy says, or Dusty says, Randy was in porn movies. What? And then he says, no, Dusty, but we did watch porn with her a few times. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake.
He did say stepmom, didn't he?
Oh, no.
I had a few friends' moms when I was a boy would sneak in her window and tag it.
Well,
I never got that pleasure, Randy.
for
Sorry.
an old guy like me, tag it means that what they do, piss on her bed or something, or what?
That's called a golden
So
shower.
glad I got that disclaimer up. Keep it up.
And you only do golden showers in the
that's what
shower.
I used to think was tagging something.
Hold on. Back in the day, you guys called pissing on somebody's bed, tagging it up.
Yep, tagging it. Because if it was a chick,
It was that common of a problem. You guys had to
you
determine.
shagged a girl. You tagged a parent.
Oh, it was such an issue back then. You guys coined a term for it.
Oh yeah.
I have never in my life with my friends went into a parent's room and pissed on their bed.
I've never
It
What
heard.
the fuck? I swear
It
to
depends
God.
on how mad you are at them.
It must be the Yankees up north to do that.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Randy.
Well, at least tagging the parents in today's society means something different. It just means that you tag the missus and go, "I'm sorry I did your daughter last night, but I'll see you soon."
Yeah, nowadays it just means you put their name in your post on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then when the mom says it wasn't your daughter, you did. It wasn't my daughter, you did.
I did sleep with an older woman when I was like 18, but never when I was underage. I was like 18 or 19 at the time. She was like in her 40s.
Well, I'm glad you didn't commit no crime or let anyone else.
Well, it wouldn't have been a crime on me. It would have been a crime on her. I would have walked away with her just no, without getting in trouble. She'd have been the one in trouble if I was under 18. No, but well, I think I was like 18 or 19 when she was in her 40s, like mid to late 40s. But it wasn't one of my friend's moms or anything. It was just some lady. I don't even remember how I met her, to be honest with you.
There's some poor lady walking down the street. You'll do. Get it, bitch.
No, I
It-
met her through. We look some. Back then, my sister was dating somebody who was on the college baseball team. There was a bunch of college players that, like a bunch of people from the college, lived in this one apartment complex. So there was a lot of college students in there. Like 90% of the apartment complex was college students. And then there was like one or two families, and then there was a couple of and then with the one woman, she was like a nurse that lived there by herself.
Oh God,
Did you
it's carry on
see-
camping.
and,
isn't
See
it?
what Mad Props put in the chat?
She came over to one of the parties one night that the college students were having. I think is how I met her, if I remember correctly. That was a long time ago.
Mad Props' first piece was with at 15 with a stripper. It was her buddy's, his buddy's uncle's girlfriend.
Hey, I'm pretty sure the first girl I slept with was a hooker, but I haven't been able to prove that. And I only say that because I was like 17 at the time, and my stepbrother comes home with his girlfriend and this chick. Claims that she just met her he met her at the store. She supposedly worked at the grocery store. I never thought about it till years later, and said she wanted to come meet me. I think my brother played a hooker. That's what it was. He was like, "You're gonna get laid." I'm pretty sure now that I think about when I started thinking back on it one time a few years ago, I was like, man, that girl must have been a hooker. Because his story just didn't make sense when I go back and I think about what he said.
Yeah, Precious agrees. Didn't make sense.
Actually, I might have been 16.
No, no.
I was either 16 or 17 at the time. And then she left the next morning, and I never saw the chick again.
Don't take it to heart.
So not even a local hooker.
Well, we were in Vegas at the time, so that's one of the reasons why I think it was a hooker. I'm almost positive it was. Because we were living in, my brother had a condo in Vegas because he was about 10 years older than me. So he was in his like mid to late 20s at the time. And him and his girlfriend and me lived in their condo together. I had a room and then they had a room. And that's why I said I'm pretty sure it was a hooker.
Oi. Shut it. Shut it. Telling you.
I like Sheldon Cooper when Raj gets with that girl, and he's left with her mate, and she goes, "It's boring in the living room. Can I come and sit in your bedroom?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." But you're still at home. She walks in and he goes, "Just a minute, I need to get my emergency rescue kit." Goes, sits in the living room and leaves her on her own. I reckon that was Justin back in the day.
Probably.
And then when Raj and Leonard got a hooker for what's it? Howard. Who had to pretend to be Jewish.
The episode where Howard goes off with Penny's friend when he finds out she's a hooker. Then he disappears, and then he takes her home, and she ends up arguing with his mum.
And I remember the one where he ended up in bed with one of Penny's friends in Penny's bed.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you get that loofah from? I exploded her brains out.
You can keep that. Yeah. Oh, we might have to talk about your teddy bear collection then.
Yeah. The one I watched last night was the Closet Organizer, where he'd organised the closet for Howard and Bernadette.
Yeah.
And then
Sorry, Lloyd.
when they have the party at home, he comes in, he goes to Penny.
No, he'd
Matt-
organise Penny's first.
No, it's the other way around. Because it's at the end. It's at the end. He goes to Penny. Did you have a goldfish? She goes, I forgot to feed him, and then I had him. And he goes, by the way, did you also have a dog? Because I found a battery operated chew toy. He goes, pies up there.
Sorry, Lloyd. I didn't mean to run you off. Little virgin ears and everything. Lloyd said, "I'll catch y'all later."
Catch you later, Lloyd.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Well, I made a bid on that Mac i7.
Yeah.
He was selling it for 235 quid, and I said 175, and he said okay.
What did you buy?
An iMac computer with an i7 processor,
So
Okay.
he didn't bid on it. He made
well,
an offer, and the guy took it.
yeah, 12 gigabytes of RAM and a
Ooh.
27-inch screen.
I love iMacs with their weird ass like amounts of RAM.
Yeah.
It'd be like 23 and a half gigs of RAM. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like I've seen some iMacs have like 20 gigs, and I'm like, because most people in PCs go by 8, like force, right? They'll go
Yeah.
4, 8, 16,
Yeah.
32,
Well, 12 is
64.
3 times 4.
Yeah, but normally you double
not-
it, don't you?
There's, yeah, I know.
Well, normally you'd go from 8 to 16, not 8 to 12.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
you
it
can
upgradable though? Can you take that out and put your own RAM in?
You will be able to.
yeah. It's got a 500 gig SSD in it.
All right, for a laptop.
Not a laptop.
Oh, you got an actual PC?
Yeah.
Like a tower?
No, they're all in ones.
Oh, all in one. Okay.
It's the screen and everything in one.
Yeah.
Then you
So
may
you
be able
just-
to upgrade the RAM because on
What do you
laptops
just-
it's soldered
You
in.
can upgrade the RAM, you can upgrade the drives.
And no
What
one's
do you
sold
just-
the all-in-ones. You can't because it's soldered in.
What are you just tired of being on the live stream on your phone? What are you trying to do? Start doing
No.
it on the computer or what?
No, I've got a Mac there.
What the fuck is this dude doing?
Hmm?
You
You can't see it.
dumbass.
Can you not see it? Do I have to turn my bloody background off?
Yes. Then we could see your fish,
Yeah.
which is a better background.
Background on.
Even me, I'd just have the camera on the fish tank.
Why don't you use that to get on the live
That's me
stream?
Mac. There's me MacBook Pro.
Oh, the good old fucking mouse. What is
The
it? The
Apple
mouse
mouse.
from Apple. Oh
An
God,
Apple
dude.
keyboard, and me Virgin 360 remote.
I think after
which is-
10 years, Apple would have got the hint on that mouse and fixed that problem with the charging port.
So what's the specs on that iMac you getting?
It's an i7 with 2.6, 500 gig SSD, 27-inch screen, 12
Yeah,
gigs of RAM, a Radeon. Hang on, what the fuck?
It's AMD Radeon integrated graphics, or does that?
Yeah, it's 67770, I think it was.
But is it integrated or is it a self? Does it have a standalone graphics card?
I am the foggiest idea.
Check this dipshit out with this Phantom.
Olha, passa esse vídeo aí, por favor. Ah, nossa,
Idiot, man.
negão, acabou com tudo.
Yeah. They never did a 12 gig one, according to
Yeah, don't do that one.
this. So you may have got a 16 gig.
They do 16.
It depends
That's the
on
only one I
the-
can find. 16 gigs. I can't find any.
Oh, it's a refurbished, so it's probably been what's it did.
Yeah, you got. They all start at 16 gig for the i7s.
that was the pre.
Did you
That
say a
was the-
660?
Just a minute while I open the email with it on. Radeon.
You know the actual iMac number. i7-6700K.
Oh, I don't know what it's actually it's an
it's Intel.
upgraded i5. The i5's been taken out and an i7's been put in.
Ah, right.
Right, because
Thank
this was
God
the
you guys
computer.
are still here.
This was the
Hey!
computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
The computers
it's-
before Apple
It's-
dumped Intel.
Well, we see you made
Mr.
bail.
TJ.
They range from 240 to 370 on CX.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because
175 is a good price,
Oh
really.
goodness.
when
Oh,
Apple
man.
came out with the M1 chip, that's when they ditched Intel and stopped putting Intel in their computers, and they started putting the M1 chip. Then they came out the M2, M3, and now they're M4.
But
And
what
it's
you been
got-
up to, TJ?
It's got Thunderbolt,
I
Thunderbolt and FireWire.
actually
Well,
worked
it's good
today.
to see that TJ is not in jail, so.
I know.
Because, you know, somebody tried to shoot Trump this afternoon.
And a
Oh
four,
shit! Oh my god, that's
fourth-
crazy.
Where's
Yeah,
Palm
not far
Beach?
from you, TJ.
Not
So
far from you.
Jody, Randy, Dusty.
Hey, TJ,
4-speed
in West
DVD
Palm Beach.
rewriter.
West Palm
Say
Beach.
what?
West Palm Beach.
What?
West Palm Beach.
Oh, in West Palm Beach. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Was there a sniper hiding somewhere?
Yep.
well,
Yeah.
you know there was a sniper. You was
Well,
him.
how you know about that?
Yeah. What do you think
I
about
should start paying attention more to the news.
Yeah, but we want to know how you knew it was a sniper.
Hell if I know. I guess you gotta have.
Yeah,
a bunch
look
of-
at how he's deflecting. He's like,
Oh.
But it could have been a golf trolley drive-by.
Probably could have been
The
hiding.
only
in some
thing-
kind of been like hiding in some shrubbery somewhere, and he had the friggin'
But no. TJ,
How did you know he was hiding in the shrubbery at the golf course?
yeah,
TJ,
probably.
TJ, I'd be quiet if I were you. I'm going to give you some
Gotta
legal
dig in a hole.
advice. I'll give you some legal advice. Say nothing.
the only thing TJ would hit anybody with is a fucking potato to the head because it's only gun.
Just knock him
TJ.
out with a damn potato.
TJ, lean forward.
Oh god.
Lean forward.
Hey, TJ, I thought about you because my neighbor was throwing out 6 or 8 tiki torches.
Oh, for real? Send them over,
Tomorrow
send them over to my
is,
way.
trash day.
Uh,
Yeah, there's
what was he doing?
8 footers, you know?
What was he throwing them out for? Were they not working too well, or
No, I don't know. Got tired of them, I guess.
No.
HD 6770.
6670.
No, 6770. That's the Radeon
Lean
AMD.
forward and go.
Yeah, the 225.
So, TJ, didn't you say that you had an AK-47?
No, I just have my AK-47 is my potato cannon.
A what?
AK.
What do you say, David?
There's one at 225, but it's an i5.
Yeah. Well, that's the It's an AMD Radeon HD 6770.
Yeah,
But that's graphics, isn't it?
yeah, that's your graphics card.
Yeah, but is it an actual graphics
And
card or is it
Yes,
integrated graphics?
they're integrated graphics, but it's a
it has a mini display output as well.
yeah. Most all-in-ones do. I actually want an all-in-one desktop.
So I guess that means you can plug a capture card into it.
How do you know, Randy? How do you know?
No, that display output,
Yeah.
you can actually come out of that into your TV.
Right, so it's mini HDMI basically.
No, it should be a normal
Well,
HDMI.
actually, it
I got-
does say that it supports DVI and a few other things it said as well. Where the hell
DVI?
is it?
Oh, that's old.
Mini display port output with support for DVI, VGA, and
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
dual link DVI.
yeah, that's
But
all
you
right.
need-
I know what it is now. Your it's a mini HDMI output, but you can get them adapters.
Yeah.
So if you want to add a second monitor or a third monitor, you can do it through that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just mini HDMI to regular HDMI. That's what I have for my 7-inch screen.
Yeah,
on
it's
my
got a
computer.
7-watt
Yeah,
Firewire
mad props.
800.
Justin played that. Was it Justin or David that played that?
Played
What's
what?
that?
That he had a
Four
link,
USBs.
link in the channel.
That was me that played
Link in
that. The
chat.
one that
What it
Randy
was
put
is
in.
the guy with holding the plane and it was flopping around.
Yeah.
It was the
A 4 times double layer DVD rewriter.
no. That's what my little mini 7-inch screen has. It has a mini HDMI port, and I just have a mini to regular HDMI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your laptop's 2000. That new computer's like 2014.
Yeah. It might be 15. But it's newer than the one I've got, which I think is somewhere between 7 and 11. And the one I've got's a 21.5-inch screen, and this one's a 27. It's got an infrared receiver on it and an Ethernet port up to 1,000.
Did you look to see though what the ones with like the M1 and M2 chips were going for?
Over $1,000.
For an M1?
No.
That's because they're on the M4 now. Those prices have had to have gone down a little bit.
I think you can probably get them for about between 500 and 600, I think,
How much?
but they're not cheap.
I think the one Dominic got was an M3.
That's a laptop.
Yeah, that's the one he got from that
Pro.
company. He just pays a little monthly payment on it till it's paid off.
Wait, what was Dusty talking about? A kite group? He was like telling Randy, you all thought I was screwing around about a kite group. Were y'all talking about kites or something earlier?
Yeah, I don't know. what he's
Nope.
talking about.
But yeah, there was a kite festival on in somewhere. Somebody did a drone footage of it.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. I think
Might
it
even
was.
have been Marco.
I think it was. I think it was Lee from Yellow Rose Drones. I think he did a kite thing with his drone. I think.
CEX will not touch anything below an M3.
Hey, somebody tried to shoot at Donald Trump. What was it? Yesterday or today?
No, today.
Afternoon.
It was today.
Yeah, well, you were gone,
on the
TJ.
golf course.
Well, it happened while I
Well, you
was
were
at work.
out and about.
It was
Yeah.
out. It was out on the
Yeah.
golf course. Well, he was out golfing on the golf course. Some guy was
Oh,
hiding,
he was out golfing on the golf course.
some guy was hiding behind a fence or something.
Hiding behind a
And,
fence, and he
the
had
Secret Service
bulletproof.
cop-
Yeah, very
in
sensibly
front of him.
hiding behind a chain link fence, one of the most see-through fences you can get.
Yeah.
That sounds like something TJ would have done.
But the bushes
Like-
covered up half of the fence.
TJ's like, they're like a T-Rex. If I don't move, they won't see me. No,
Oh yeah, we went out grocery shopping after I got home from work. I had changed clothes and then we went grocery shopping. And on the way back there was a turtle crossing the road and all this traffic was coming, but it had stopped and I pulled over and I'd stopped to pick up the turtle and put him back on the other side of the road taking.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
snapping turtle.
No, definitely not a snapping turtle. I think it was like a
If it had been a snapping turtle, it'd be kicking it across
yeah,
the road.
the head like just comes out and then just turns around and it's like freaking.
Oh no,
snaps.
snapping turtles you can pick up without them biting you. I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah,
Once
you
you
gotta-
have them by the back of the shell, they can't do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
My sister, actually, the turtle I was taking care of for the last year or so, my sister's turtle, it was a snapping turtle. And I used to pick him up out of the thing all the time when we'd clean his cage up or his thing out.
We used to have terrapins that you could pick up when it clamped your mouth and your finger.
Well, it's just like a snake.
Get
You can pick up
off.
a snake, but you grab a snake by the back of the neck, ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's how
Just
you.
like on the back of his neck or wherever it is.
I used to pick up rattlers all the time when I was a kid. Western Diamondbacks. Never got bit by one.
Yeah, I'd be afraid to get bit by a snake.
When's the 18th?
Not these days. I mean, your average snake bite, as long as you get to the hospital on time, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
They got anti-venoms for all those
Wednesday.
snakes.
Oh, I wouldn't be afraid of being bit by a snake. Oh, I love it.
Uncle
Hey, Bill.
Bill.
How you
Snakes and all
doing?
that.
You're
Yeah,
following
from
the
Wednesday,
news,
you might
Bill?
want to get your drone away, Mark.
We're fine.
I was
You-
thinking of going to the Serpentarium so that I can get bit 100 times. What do you think? That should be erotic.
Well, Bill, are you following the news?
Yeah, I saw. I watched the press conference. They said the guy was sitting in the bushes, and the Secret Service clears out a couple of holes ahead of the subject, President Trump this time, and they clear out a couple of holes ahead, and they saw the gun sticking out of the bushes. So they actually fired on him. So he was waiting, sitting there waiting. He had a GoPro.
Yeah.
You know, he was going to video himself wiping out Donald Trump.
Damn.
There's no end to nice people, great people in the world.
Yeah, the world's going to hell in a handbasket, Bill.
I know, honest to God.
That's crazy.
Do-
man.
I don't want to
Just a
go there.
rerun.
I want to go this way.
Did your truck behave itself after its anti-shudder stuff?
Yeah, it seems to be fine now.
Good.
Shit works. I don't know. I'll see on the way home now. I mean, doesn't really show up very much on the highway so much, especially when it's just starting. And really, I could just be being overly sensitive. That could have been a little bit of a washboard in the pavement. I might not have needed it at all.
Yeah.
I think I did though. But yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the toll and save 5 or 10 minutes and take the turnpike home. Because going up 195, going up I-95 and then 192, you go through this swampy area, and the love bugs are back every year in Florida.
That thing.
Every year in
You'll be
Florida.
spending all tomorrow washing the van.
Yeah, no, I'll be at work, but I did just spend 10 minutes on a ladder cleaning my windshield off, figuring I don't want it, and it doesn't come off easy. This stuff either. You got to work at it. Oh, look at this, bumper to bumper. How nice. That's wonderful. Yeah. Look at you letting
There was
people
a
in.
shit my boss used to use on his truck.
Yeah,
It was
like
specifically for bugs, and I can't remember the name of it, but the shit
Well,
worked
there's
really
there's
good.
stuff called bug and tar removal that you can use. It's a gel. You spray it on, and then it just eats at the proteins of the bug. And I think you wait like 15 minutes, and then you add it with your regular soap and water, and that stuff. All right, it's better than scrubbing at your paint job. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
there's that
but
stuff.
does it do it? It depends. You know what I mean? These bugs were sitting on my were sitting on my car baking in the Florida heat. So, it became part of the texture of it's become part of the texture of the paint. I'll get it off.
You can get
As long
that
as you,
for
I
it,
waxed this thing about 3 months ago, so, it'll come off.
yeah.
I wiped a couple off real quick with the damp microfiber that I used on the windshield, and it was coming off. It's just parts of it, little specks. They're on there good, I kind of like the clay part of this thing anyway, but why bother?
Isn't there
Yeah.
something that you could like put on your car or whatever that keeps them off of there or something? Like a.
Are
Yeah,
you on
tarpaulin.
a delay? Weren't we just keep them off the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called stay home.
Yeah, it's tarpaulin.
Yeah, put a bra on your car before you go out, TJ.
Put a bra on there.
They have bonnet bras for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and then the bra wears the paint out underneath it from
Yeah.
that bras are terrible for your paint job.
Them silicone treatments.
They're great for boobies though. I see
They're
on the way
great.
up here, 192. There's a section you go through like wetlands, swamp and like that. So they're awfully thick, and there weren't as many as when it's prime season. Your car it looks like ends up looking like an everything bagel. When you're done. I got a pretty good amount, maybe 60, 70, 80 out on a windshield. But I've seen vehicles pull up. We're sitting there eating, and it looked like these guys were mud
No.
bogged. Their windshield was
No.
completely splattered. I don't even know how they were driving the car. The whole front of the car was just completely not today. I'm talking about in the middle of love bug mating season.
That's crazy how I think when my dad was alive at the time when I was working for him, we were where the hell were we? I think we were working on somewhere in St. Simon's Island or somewhere, and we had the company van with us, and the van we come back to the van, and the van was like covered in those damn love bugs. They were like the whole damn front grill and
They say they're attracted to white vehicles too more.
I love you too, Randy. Love you too, buddy.
Like if you're sitting still in a parking lot, and I have noticed this too, if you're sitting in a parking lot, they will swarm white cars. I don't know if it's just the color, but that's something that somebody has said. And my work truck, when I would be
maybe they're racist.
What the hell is a love bug?
Well, it's two bugs that attach to each other, attached by the ass. And so they call them love bugs because one's more dominant than the other. So it flies around with the other one attached to its ass.
They're actually mating while they're flying around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but there's
it
one
sounded better. It sounded better than orgy bugs.
It's a bug
orgy
hookup.
bugs.
But it was a bug that I think, wasn't it? It was made in a laboratory, I think at Florida State, wasn't it? And then supposedly it got out.
I never heard that. I don't know.
Yeah, it got out because they were trying to make it, I think, to something to do with mosquitoes, I think is what they were engineering the bug for. And then supposedly it accidentally got out of the laboratory or something. Let me look it up. Verify that.
Maybe the idea was that they eat mosquito larvae. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah. Does it look a bit like a dragonfly?
Actually, you know what it is, I think? Mosquito larvae makes a great aphrodisiac and gel. So they, so the love bugs who are constantly rutting, they steal that mosquito larvae and just smear it all over each other and have at it. That's what it is. Pervert bug was also on the table, but they left that off.
Okay. So apparently, they're saying there's no evidence to support the theory, but the theory was the conspiracy was about the love bugs was that they were made in the University of Florida laboratory, something to do with mosquitoes, and then they accidentally released them by accident. But then there's other people out there saying that they came from Central America and migrated their way up to the Gulf states and to Florida.
I blame the Wuhan lab. That's what it was. This was the first attempt by the Wuhan lab. China.
But there is
COVID.
Can't blame China. Don't even bother. Oh, I had a wonderful meal today. We tried a new place today.
Oh yeah, where'd you go eat at?
Place is called Fire, but it's spelled Phyre. So I don't know if that's the last name of the owner or are they just trying to be cute.
Who'd you go to?
Phyre steak and something or other. I don't know. It's kind of it's I don't want to say upscale, but slightly. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they had the square porcelain plates and you know, and they rolled up the silverware and napkins, and so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't Outback. Actually, you know, well, actually Outback's pretty nice anymore. Anyway, they upgraded that. But anyway, it was nice.
Who'd you go there with?
Did I what? My dad.
Oh, you and your dad. Okay.
Yeah, this is my every other Sunday going out to late lunch, early dinner, whatever with my dad. Depends what time I get here. So I got here late today, so he thought, well, let's have a full dinner. So I had, and I mean, like, it's not crazy money. I mean, I think there's sirloin,
China sucks, Randy.
$27. I had, it was like a macaroni and cheese, and it was in this big casserole with bacon. And then you get to add, you can add a meat to it. So I had them take sirloin for an additional $10. They threw that on there, and for $10, but they put quite a bit hunks. It was nice. And they actually,
all I had was $10, and he was a hunk.
It's typically these restaurants. The best you can hope for is medium, because these knuckleheads don't know how to cook steak.
You break a little bit, Bill.
Cheap but looks high class equals bougie.
It was between rare and medium rare. Dad had stuffed shrimp with jasmine rice or jasmine something rice. I don't know. It was a little bougie. I
was reading what Randy put in the chat.
I had French onion soup. I love a place that serves good French onion soup. That's
nice.
Yeah,
that's big. That's big for me. And had a couple of beers, and then got back full and fell asleep on my dad's couch for a couple hours. That's my big visit to visit my dad. Get a free meal and fall asleep on his couch.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, that makes up for the 3.5 hours I'm in the car. To get there and back. I haven't felt that shudder at all just now on the trip out to the highway, so it's back to normal, baby.
Good.
Right. I am going to, probably in a year, I'll end up replacing the torque converter on. Let's see. I mean, with as many miles it's on this thing, you'd think maybe I should just do a complete rebuild, but when a thing shifts perfectly, you know, sign of any issue, I mean, you just hate to spend the money. What it's doing now is just a tired torque converter, you know. And that, if I get real crazy, get myself a week off from work, because it takes me a week to do 4 hours. Because they say it's 4 hours, I think.
Yeah.
To replace
with all the stuff they've got, yeah.
Yeah, you got to drop the chassis, and you know you got to take the what do they call off the
probably take the exhaust off,
the drive axle off. Then you got to take it off, and you got to drop it. But you don't have, I don't think you even have to remove it completely from underneath the vehicle. You just got to drop it down, get your torque converter off the front there, get it on. You can buy the torque converters when it's already got the fluid in it. I don't know, I'll do some research to see if I'm crazy enough to try that. A bunch of things you got to disconnect to get under there, but fortunately, there's room under the truck to work. You know, what made it harder for me or annoying for me was my running boards, but I could take them off. You know, there we go. I mean, I'm not going to take them off to put fluid in the transmission, but I would take them off maybe if it would make it helpful to do that and save myself. I mean, what are the garages charging now? About 170 an hour. So
It's about 40 an hour here.
for what?
40 quid.
For what?
40.
40,
Huh?
40 an hour.
$400 an hour?
No, £40.
40 pounds an hour?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cheap.
Mm.
I'd never pick up a wrench again. No, here it's at least 150, 100. I think a dealership is like 170.
Oh,
I mean,
you
if I get lucky, I can find a garage 125 to 140.
dealerships are going to be dearer, but yeah.
Well, even 4 hours is $600 in labor. Then another. I mean, if I get a Ford one, it's not going to be filled up with fluid, so you're gonna have to buy that, and B is going to be like $700 for the torque converter instead of three to five for an aftermarket. You know.
Just need to put a disclaimer in here. If any UK garages are watching and listening to Bill, don't even fucking think about it.
What?
But I mean,
Changing the-
oil
No,
it is now.
putting the prices up.
Engine oil is now £50 a gallon, near enough. I can remember changing my oil, going to Asda and getting a gallon for like £3.50.
Wow.
Yeah, not anymore.
50 for 4 quarts, so $12.50 a quart. Yeah, that's kind of high. That's not crazy. I mean, there's high end ones that range up in there. You know, like AMSOIL and stuff. Actually, AMSOIL is like $16 a quart.
If you go to the deer stuff, you're talking like 100 quid a gallon.
Yeah. But you can get the cheap stuff. You can buy 5 quarts in a 5-quart container of Pennzoil for like $38. You could buy the SuperTech Walmart brand, which, believe it or not, I've done research on it, and it gets really high ratings as being good synthetic oil, and it's less than $20 for 5 quarts.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Well, then again, our petrol's like 2 to 3 times the price of yours as well.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I'm talking like I'm really going to do that work myself. I backed out of just changing my oil this last time. Paid somebody else. Lazy bastard.
Yeah, I gotta run, guys. I got another stream to attend to, but I'll see you guys in the morning or later on this evening.
That's kind of insulting when you put it that way.
Whose stream are you going to?
You know how Dominic does. Like, oh, I gotta go to Art's stream.
Well, whose stream are you going to?
I think
his name's Jason as well. His name's Jason, but he goes by JJ Drones on YouTube.
Doesn't he usually do his streams in a wagon?
There's what?
In either one that does all his live streams when he's driving his lorry.
His truck.
His lorry. You know, his wife, Lori. He drives her lorry.
Just say car like in the rest of the civilized world. Jesus.
No, his truck.
All right, I'll take care.
The old vehicle.
An 18-wheeler.
Yeah, his American rig.
A tractor.
Don't think you're making it any better.
And does he stream using his brick? Streams with his brick? That's what Australians call phones, I guess. Brick.
That's what we used to call them.
It's what they call big hunking. What's it?
Well,
Mm.
Dude. Oh my god, dude. I
it's been
can't with these,
Motorola's.
I can't with these fucking drone channels anymore and the stupid DJI drone band shit. Oh my god.
Now,
They're
I
fucking
don't
high
know.
if they think they're gonna stop us.
It's all right. You've got like 30 million DJI Neo videos going at the moment.
Neo,
Mm.
Neo,
Neo.
Neo. It's a sound it makes when it passes by. Neo. Neo.
They do
I,
actually fun to fly in the goggles though with the motion controller. I must admit.
Yeah, I think most FPV drones are fun to fly. So I don't know.
Well, it doesn't do any real FPV, but it does that easy acro crap that the Avata does.
Well, it's first person view. I mean, you could put headset on and have fun flying it, like every other drone. I don't know what makes it more fun than other drones. Probably not. I don't know.
Tulsa King is on.
Well,
tonight.
the fact that you will fly it deliberately through bushes and gaps and trees and things like that, whereas you tend to keep the camera drones away from it.
You guys ready for Tulsa King tonight?
Yeah, you can do that with any other FPV drone. When tonight, they're premiering tonight. Excellent news. I've been waiting.
Yep, tonight's the first. I'm hoping they release 2 episodes like they do with some of their shows. They usually release the 2 first episodes.
Sometimes 3. Yeah. Yeah, you could do a little mini.
Yeah.
What do you call when you
I'm
sit there and you? Fuck, I'm losing words.
Mm-hmm.
You sit there. Binge. You could do a little mini binge.
No, fortunately, only the first episode's out. I just checked. It's on Paramount Plus, so. But they only put out the first episode. I was hoping they were going to put out the first 2, like they did with Mayor Kingstown. They released the first 2 episodes together.
Is that good?
I liked it. Yeah, it's really good. Mayor Kingstown's a pretty good show.
And it blows out my theory I was going to throw out that they're probably paying Sylvester Stallone a shit ton of money and they don't want to just dump it out there. Get as much as possible. I mean, that Mayor Kingstown, Jeremy Renner, right? Yeah. So he's a big deal. So he's probably making a nice bit of coin.
Well, they had to put that show on hiatus for a while because he got in a badass car accident, was hurt for a while.
Yeah.
But he seemed to be okay in the show. I mean, as far as him just walking around and moving, he didn't seem to be all jacked up. I mean, I don't know how much of that they may have covered up in the show, but he looked okay.
Well, they could cover up the fact that Scarlett Johansson was seriously pregnant during the making of one of those Marvel movies. I think they could cover. I think they could cover up Jeremy Renner, his movies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, especially with all the new AI shit they're using now. Yeah, it makes it super easy for them to do stuff like that. Yeah. I'm waiting to see the new Bruce Willis movie that comes out that's all AI now because he sold his likeness to that AI company and got a shit ton of money for his family right before he quit acting. So some company owns his likeness now and can make AI renditions of him in movies, future movies.
Mm.
If I was him, I would have done that, but there would have been restrictions. I would like to have some kind of input, some kind of as the, because what if they use his likeness and it comes out as the new Bud Light representative,
Well, I think at the end of the day, I think his goal though is just to try to make as much money as he could for his family before
Well, he can. Sure.
What
Sure. Then he should stop doing all those bullshit, independent, crappy, horrible movies he did towards the end I mean,
Well, a
they're
lot
like,
of movie stars are doing those now because Netflix is coming in and saying, "All right, we're going to give you Nicolas Cage. We're going to give you $10 million to pump out 10 shitty movies," and they're taking the money and running with it. I mean, look at some of the movies Netflix spits out. Their movies are their TV shows are usually pretty damn good. Their movies are absolute dog shit 90% of the time. And then now
Yeah,
half of the
for the
shit
same
that's on
storyline.
Netflix is all Korean stuff. It's not even. It's a bunch of
I
Korean
don't
films.
know. Those last couple of movies I saw him in, they couldn't have been any worse. I mean, not only the other people weren't even. I mean, it was like they weren't even actors. Like they met them at Starbucks and asked if they want to be in a movie. They didn't.
I
Their
agree with
lines
you.
was so bad, and even he just phoned it in himself. You know, it was just, it's unlike they're practically like. I guess it'd be fun to watch it as a joke, tongue in cheek, get together with some booze, have a laugh. But yeah, just really, really bad.
No, I
And
agree
really,
with I agree with you.
really,
There's a
really
lot of
obvious storylines. You know exactly how it's going to end. 15 minutes into the movie, you know, it's just really bad stuff.
Bit like
yeah,
million soaps. Yeah.
like I said, I agree with you because there's a lot of movie stars that have been doing really shitty movie scripts the last few years that used to make nothing but like, you know, big time A-list celebrity type movies, you know, big box office hits, and now they're making crappy ass.
Well, right. But now, and just to be clear, I'm not talking about movies that people claim are bad, you know, because they don't like them, you know, like what was it? Martin Downey Jr. did Iron Man 3 was just a bad movie. The original Hulk wasn't a good movie. I'm talking about movies that looks like they got like 2 MasterCards and a Visa for their budget. You know,
right?
Yeah, you know, with
people it was on a high school budget.
You know, with people's MasterCards, and they only had a 700 score, you know, credit score. Just the limit wasn't that high. You know, I mean, they're just really bad. You know, interns, all interns.
Is there a new Aquaman movie out, or has Sky only just managed to get hold of the old one?
The new Aquaman came out last year sometime.
Yeah, I watched that.
I don't
building
believe there's
theaters or something.
Yeah, but there hasn't been one since then that I'm aware of.
Right. No, it's just that Sky is saying that you can watch it now in Sky Movies, so I'm just wondering if they've managed. It's took them this long to actually show it.
I watched that movie Fall Guy. It was actually pretty funny.
Who's in that one?
Ryan Gosling plays as a stuntman.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty funny. It wasn't bad. I thought it was going to be stupid, but I actually liked it.
It used to be a TV series starring Lee Majors, I think.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling plays as a stuntman, and he ends up getting really injured, and then, you know, it gets out of the game for a couple of years and comes back. And there's a little bit of a slight love story in the background with the producer, like the chick that's producing the movies he's doing the stunt stuff in. But there's actually quite a bit of comedy, and it wasn't a bad movie. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just a spin-off from the TV series. You must have seen the TV series.
I never saw it. I didn't know it was based off a TV series. I just was scrolling
Yeah,
through movies and saw it.
He's right. There was a TV series, The Fall Guy. And it was
Fall Guy. Lee Majors.
It was Lee Majors.
Yeah.
Lee Majors.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through movies and saw it and read the description. I was like, and I kept putting it off for a couple weeks. I was like, it didn't really sound all that great from the description. And then one night I just could not find nothing to watch, so I decided to go ahead and watch it. And it wasn't bad. I wasn't disappointed with it.
Of course, it was like the 70s and 80s TV series, so Justin probably didn't watch it. Yeah.
You guys watch that From on? It's just called From. about a town that people can't get away from. They're stuck there. And,
Oh, bit like Eureka.
and then there's Crete. Well, not quite. No, Eureka was pretty lighthearted. I like Eureka quite a bit, actually. But
Yeah.
they're creatures that come out at night and they rip people apart. They disappear during the daytime and they're just trying to survive. And it was pretty compelling. I watched
What is it on?
I don't know if it's Paramount or just I watched it on Amazon. So I don't know if it was an Amazon series because I have Paramount with Amazon. You know what I mean? So I don't know which one it would be, but it's called From.
Like FROM, right?
I think
And,
I think I've seen that advertised on Netflix.
It's different. Kept my attention. I watched all 2 seasons, the first 2 seasons. Now I gotta wait for it to come back out. Pretty sure it's still going. Because it's new, you know.
Search.
From.
Damn it, not FR9M. I keep hitting the 9.
There's an episode where one of the, a bus, you know, people keep showing up and then can't leave, and they got to adjust to the fact that they're never going to leave. And one guy had a drone. So this guy came up with an idea, and I never saw it. It's some shit drone. But he came up with an idea. If we get an antenna up high enough in the air, that maybe we can broadcast and get help. And it's clear that they're probably, I don't even think they're on Earth. I mean, it's Earth, but I mean, it seems like they're in purgatory. You know what I mean?
But 2 seasons, right?
2 seasons so far, yeah.
Okay, I'll find. I'll look at my special app later. I'm sure I'll find it. I'll watch it on there.
It's still being produced, as far as I'm concerned. The most recent episodes are pretty recent. But he used a drone and he fashioned an umbrella that looked like it was made from a naked umbrella. I mean, an antenna that was made from a naked umbrella, and then trailed wire behind it. I'm thinking that frickin' drone couldn't lift 6 ounces, and he's trying to get it way up in the air with wire trailing behind it. But anyway, he did get it up about 25 feet, and that was it. So at least even that was unrealistic, but at least they tried to be somewhat realistic. It's weird. It's a weird program, and it's pretty violent.
Oh yeah, I've seen movies and shows where they'll use you'll clearly be able to tell it's a DJI like Phantom, but then the controller they're using will look like a Sega Genesis, you know, the Game Gear. It will look like something like that. Like they make the controller look completely different than what the actual real controller looks like. And it's like, that's not the controller that goes that drone.
Figure out what episode that is, so maybe somebody can identify the drone. It had prop guards all the way around, but it wasn't small. It wasn't big either. It was like a mid-sized one with a crap. It looked like crap, you know.
That's possible. Yeah, it could have just been a cheapy one they used for the production.
Yeah.
They had the Mini 3 Pro, I think it was, in Ghostbusters, and they actually had a ghost trap attached to it.
Well, this one, I saw the controller in the guy's hand, and it had one of those T antennas, you know, that folds down, and it comes up, and it's like a T. And they didn't even bother to unfold it. You know what I mean? When the guy was flying the drone, it was, you know, folded down. But
the only one they do that with is the FPV controller.
Yeah. So right, but I don't think I just don't know that thing even matched that drone. I doubt this actor was actually flying it.
Oh, that was like on one of the CSI episodes I was watching not too long ago. They were like, all right, we got to take the drive out of the computer. The this nasty virus on it that's just going to kill our computer system. And the guy's holding the drive in his hand, and it's a fucking power supply from a computer tower. I was like, it's not a fucking computer drive. I was like, it's a fucking, you can clearly see it's a power supply with the switch on the back, with the plug and all the wires hanging out of it. It wasn't even a modular one. It was just
Yeah, well,
standard pre-built.
that would be just, but that would be just as effective at containing the virus, though. You know, unplug it. How about unplugging it, dumbass? You know, that'll do it.
But they kept calling it a drive, and I was just laughing. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, it's not a fucking computer drive. But obviously, I mean, sometimes they just do that for effect because they want something big and bulky to make it look. Or it could just be
maybe
they
it's-
just don't know what the
They
fuck
don't know
they're
any
talking
better?
about.
Or they
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, they probably just
or
don't care.
maybe it's one of those newfangled hard drive power supplies that they have nowadays.
Yeah, that bigger hard
Alright,
drive that it needed its
maybe-
own power supply.
Maybe not.
Or just like the progress bar you always see on those shows. Hacking system, 20%, 30%. It's like, it's not what it says. They always make it like real dramatic looking. Like it's just a progress bar. You put your button, it starts hacking the system.
Yeah, like the 12-year-old girl that was on Georgia into the security. I'm looking back door, and here's the back. You know, that's the thing. You know what I mean? They just build back doors, and you just got to find it and just open it. And she just gets right in, hacks into a multi-million-dollar facility security system, like you know, like she's turning on Windows. We're in. Oh, these kids nowadays, they're a wonder.
Yeah, it gets me that when they do that and they say, God, this has got some serious encryption and protection and everything. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
What's the password? Password 123.
I'm breaking the encryption. Are you? Okay. It's like Supercube's computer from the NSA would take 6 months to do that, but you have at it.
Yeah, the ones where you just plug a USB drive in and automatically hacks the computer.
yeah. Connect a USB drive and it connects to another computer miles away. Yeah.
Meanwhile, your computer can't connect to the fucking network in the room next door.
Yeah. I'm pissed off with this computer at the moment. It keeps it. I've not used it for ages. I've turned it on and I finally got a mouse and a keyboard to connect to it and everything. And it's coming up with your Apple ID needs to be connected. Puts me Apple ID, Apple ID there. Tells me to put the password in. I put the password in, and it says this password is incorrect. I said, no, it fucking isn't.
There you go.
This is when he looks down at the keyboard and sees he's got caps lock on.
No, it hasn't.
How's that sky? Is that pretty?
It's a good sky.
Pretty clouds and colors.
And it shouldn't be automatically put in a capital letter at the beginning of the word, I hope. Trouble is I can't see because it hasn't got one of them little eye things that let you see the password you're typing in. Hate that. Yeah, that's
Oh,
my.
broke his,
I remembered it perfectly. Dot 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 dot. That's right.
That's a great password. Star 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 star.
Yeah.
that would be funny to spell that out for your password.
I got that one on what's it? Jeff Dunham, when he changed the passwords for the backstage and the bus and the home, and Peanut was asking him what they were. He says, "So what's the password for backstage?" Who's asking? I'm asking. What's the passwords for next for the backstage? No, the password is who's asking.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
And then the one for the bus, I can't tell you. What was the one for home? Oh, but the one for home, you've got to guess it.
You know, I've been thinking about it. Dot. You spell out dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dot.
Yeah.
It's SOS. Yeah, that'd be a good password, maybe.
And then they would tell you, no, you can't have that because it's got no numbers, no capital letters, and no special characters.
Well, I could have capitalized.
Yeah.
I can use it.
I bet a lot of people.
I can use an @ sign for the O's
Mm-hmm.
and the word dot. I need a number.
Yeah. But a lot of people have pennies a freeloader, no spaces.
Use a 5 instead of an S.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
you do that.
almost every
Or-
site requires it.
What do you reckon?
What?
Put
Pennies a
69.
freeloader, no spaces.
Oh yeah, that was
69
that was what Sheldon changed the password to because Penny kept on using it.
It's 69. If I need a number, I just throw 69 at the end. There you go. I'm sure I'm the only one that does that.
I like when Google or Microsoft would you like to use one of our passwords? And it's like 86 different special characters and numbers. It's like,
Oh,
geez,
yeah.
I'm not gonna remember that.
You can't remember
Yeah.
that.
Well, no, you're never going to remember it, but they're going to force you to depend on them to remember it for you, which is
Yeah.
the problem. I don't know. I just was on a site. I got to remember which one it was, but it wanted a 12-digit password. That's the longest one I've been asked for so far. Not long. It's usually 8. Now they're up to 12.
It's when they come on every couple of months and say, you need to change your password now. Why? I want to use the one I can remember.
Yeah.
A lot of companies, like if you have a company computer where you have to be logged into company programs, a lot of times a lot of companies do that now. Every 90 days, you have to change your password for the company.
Yeah. It's so you can't get hacked. So you've got a password that no one's hacked, and they want you to change it, which possibly could be to one that somebody can hack.
Well, here's the thing. If someone attacks your computer, whatever the password is that you have, that's your password at that time and day and time. So how is it the fact that you had a different one 3 months ago and a different one 3 months before that? How does it make your new one any better? Exactly. Unless they're thinking that somebody has been for the last 30 days trying to hack into your computer and they're about to get it. They're about to get it. They've been working endlessly for 30 days straight to hack into. Goddamn guy changed his password. Yeah, I don't believe that changing it every 30 days or 2 weeks makes any difference. No. I really don't. Unless you've been hacked already.
They're good, and I think they're supposed to A lot of companies want to start using passkeys to replace to go passwordless authentication now.
Right.
Well, most of the
Use up one of your USB ports.
that's it. Most of the logins on the iPhone are now face recognition.
That's most cell phones out there. It's fingerprint and facial.
So I take it your iPhone knows what the top of your head looks like, Mark.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the facial
I'll tell you
recognition
what.
systems on iPhones and Samsungs work really well because you can even hold a picture of the person up to it and it will recognize that that's not the person because it's looking for micro movements in the face. And
Mine
then if you
actually will recognize me even when I'm wearing a bobble hat.
and if you go up to the person while they're sleeping and try to put it up to their face, it will recognize that they're not awake. And it will not unlock that phone unless they open their eyes up.
Yeah.
That's when you hold it to the face and it comes up with a message going, "Nice try, mister."
Yeah, that's the anti-wife getting into your shit program. Because who the hell else is going to be doing that? Burglar comes in, be really quiet, and hold up his phone to his sleeping face. Don't wake him up.
Yeah, the daft thing about it is you put more than one face in. So you can actually put your wife's face in your phone and it recognizes that and does it no matter which face, whether it's yours or hers.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd do that.
Yeah, and so their reasoning behind passkeys is they're saying now whether this is absolutely 100% accurate, they're saying that they can't be stolen, leaked, or guessed, and they are harder for people to fish and phishing.
Yeah, they're encrypted. They're encrypted and ridiculously long. Yeah, and then what? You have one. I guess you keep one passkey per machine, because unless you want to walk around with your passkey on your keychain and lose it, then you're SOL. I don't know.
I don't know. The passkey on the iPhone is just a 6-digit number.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you can put a passkey on a USB drive and you just leave it in there.
Well, pretty much it's like a pair of cryptographic keys. One would be given to the company and then one for you as a user.
So it's just a long fancy password.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, like I said, whether they're as secure as they say they are, we all know people find vulnerabilities around things all the time. So,
well, you just need an 11-year-old girl to find the back door.
That sounded wrong, but okay.
Yeah, I felt it as soon as I said it. You know, oh, brother.
Hey, David,
That's like,
I've got to go to your favorite town to pick this computer up as well.
What's that one?
Blackpool.
Oh, well, wipe your feet on the way out. Yeah, you might need a shower when you get home. Decontamination unit.
Are we going to take the dog for a walk on the beach while we're there?
Poor dog.
Precious.
I can spitting some heat out.
She loves running around Blackpool Beach.
The players train up.
Is off at full speed, and all of a sudden dives into the sand.
Actually, you could do us a favour when you go in.
one day this week.
Try and go in the morning between, I'd say, 11:30 and 1:30. Or maybe 11 and 1:30. Because that's when the players are training on the beach, the Blackpool players. Yeah, you could
That's just to run into them.
yeah, take them out.
And we know where there's a nice backstreet chippy.
They're all backstreet chippies in Blackpool.
Yeah. But it actually does a fish. It's a fish cake butty, like they do in Yorkshire.
Yeah, what's it called?
I have the foggiest idea.
You know what road it's on?
Just know where it is. Don't know what the road's called. Just know where it is.
Is it near the football ground?
No. It's only about maybe 100 foot back from the prom.
Oh.
It's not far back down a side street.
It's a nice long path for it. I haven't the foggiest idea.
Yeah.
There you go. Did that sign lie? It said right lane closed ahead. That's like a mile ago, and I think it lied to me. I moved over, dropped to 60 reduced speed limit of 60 miles an hour. Still don't see any sign of anything.
Well, it's Sunday night. You know they're not out there working on the roads.
Well, that's not necessarily so, sir. I've seen them on Sunday.
Sunday
On the
night.
turnpike.
Well,
Sunday
only in
night.
emergency situations here. They don't go out. You know,
I don't know.
After Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they don't do anything unless it's an emergency.
You got to remember,
maybe in your state, but I think here, it depends in different areas. You know, they want to do it during low traffic times.
Yeah, they do.
Overnight. Yeah.
You got to remember, Paul lives in a state where you can't sell a car on a Sunday.
Fucking jerk offs, man. Jesus Christ.
But they might have put the sign there and they're getting ready to put the cones out for working
Either
on
that or the person that was supposed to take down the sign forgot about it.
Yeah.
Well, they left one of those interactive radar devices that told me what my speed was. Because they're supposed to drop down to 60, and so that's still going.
It could well be that they're going to be working overnight tonight.
I'm considering road raging and chasing down a couple of guys. What do you think? Sound like a good idea?
Nah.
Guy flying up my ass. I was like, I want to get in the right lane anyway. Then guy going 100 miles an hour, come up behind him and cut over to the right at the last second to block me from moving to the right and flicked his high beams at me. Like, don't move over. I'm coming through. I feel like pulling him over, running him over a couple of times.
You need a little portable blue light to put in your windscreen.
All right. I no longer believe that construction sign. Apparently my transmission works quite well. Just went from 60 to 90 in about 4 or 5 seconds.
Did you just go by two signs that said end of construction?
Look at this guy with it. Huh?
Did you go by two signs, one on each side, to the end of construction?
No.
Because they were orange sign here and an orange sign there. They look like here it's the end of construction.
I don't know. I'm driving. I don't have time to read shit. I didn't notice, but I have seen construction. I
It
have
was
seen
wh- it
construction
was-
on that.
It was
On
where
this-
it went from blacktop to cement.
This is still blacktop, by the way. It's just white. There's seashells in the black ground are seashells in Florida in
Oh,
the
really?
blacktop area.
Wow.
Yeah, and over time, yeah, it saves money. We got tons of it, and then over time, as you know, there's a sealer that wears down, and then you see the lighter color underneath.
Mm.
Oh, look, my car can go fast too.
Mm.
Jerks.
Justin's talking too much.
Does this look like 90 miles an hour to you? Because it is.
Yeah, ish.
Hi, Bill.
That was 90. Who's that? Hi.
Who do you
Hi, Laura.
think it is?
I don't know.
You was being polite, so he didn't recognize you.
It's polite to Bill. It's Joe I'm not polite to,
Why?
because it's Joe.
I don't see her face. I see a bird. But I don't know
He
which
doesn't
one
have
of
a
these things.
camera on.
Yeah, I don't know which one of these things the sound is coming from. Plus, I was going 90 at the time, so I was kind of trying to pay attention. Let me see. This is 75. Speed limit's 70. You go 75, you never get full. That's fast enough.
You ought to see what it looks like. 145.
Well, I've been on motorcycles at over 100 miles an hour. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's the fastest I got my bike up to was 145
Well, you've been over
Yeah.
it, man, CT.
Joe must be talking to his bookie.
on the M58 back from Ormskirk to Wigan.
I did just shy of 100 with that Harley that my Electra. I wanted to see what it do, and I started doing that wobble and stuff. That death wobble. I was like, oh, I'm slowing down.
Oh,
Did you sell that other bike that's at your dad's yet?
No, I haven't done anything. They're just sitting there. I gotta
more.
find time. I gotta find time to go over them, give them a clean bill of health, and to get this couple.
Hold on,
I
did
don't know,
I
I'm
miss
half
Tim in the
tempted.
chat somewhere?
Half tempted to keep it. Huh?
Oh, never mind. I was talking to somebody in the chat. Sorry.
Shut up, Justin.
Electric light at 100 miles an hour is kind of, I don't know.
Joe just
Brenda said hi, Tim, and I was like, did I miss Tim in the chat? I was asking her, and she deleted her message.
You got to be
so-
careful as well. Because
the steering start getting a bit light.
in the room.
But the bearing, the motor mounts and those things are, the way they're set up as they get older, they tend to soften. Engine lowers, it changes your balance, and they go into what's called a death wobble. That once it starts, good luck getting out of it, which I did, but I didn't wait for it to get really bad.
A bit like a tank slapper.
Yeah, that is what it's like.
Yeah.
There's
That's-
actually there's a $400 kit I can buy that cures the problem. But since I don't plan on riding any higher than 70 miles an hour,
just
I
a
didn't bother.
steering. Yeah, just a steering damper.
Well, that's in the front. That's not what the issue is with
The money's
the
mine.
Harleys, with the old Harleys.
My money's
It's
mine.
in the back. It's in the motor mount towards the back. Anyway, I'm not gonna
Hey,
bother.
didn't the Ford wasn't some of the Ford trucks had like a wobble like that in the front end when they'd get up to a certain speed? Wasn't there some
Not to my
Ford trucks
knowledge.
that? Oh, there was something a couple of years ago where some Ford trucks had that issue. Oh, let me look it up real quick. Because I think they use that same term, the death wobble, for the trucks.
If you look up death wobble, you're gonna see motorcycles.
You're going to see a porn film.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
the death wobble is a violent shaking of the front end of a Ford truck, especially the steering wheel, that can occur at any time but is most common at highway speeds or after hitting a bump. It's a manufacturing defect that affects thousands of Ford F-250s, 350 Super Duty trucks manufactured between 2005 and 2019.
Oh, how about that?
That's what I was saying. I know what you're talking about, but I remembered something about they were using that same terminology, that same term for the Ford trucks that were having a problem.
Yeah.
But that
So like,
do what?
go ahead. No, I was going to say in the motorcycle thing, the solution just basically stiffens up the frame reaction, the frame itself. Plus, people don't understand too. You keep your motorcycle in pristine shape, but over time, your motor mounts start to collapse, get old, need to be replaced, and that changes all kinds of stuff. But anyway, no, I wasn't aware of that, but I've never owned a Super Duty, so.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't the F-150s, but I knew it was one of the Fords. I was thinking it was either the 250s or 350s, but it was both of them.
Okay, so I can speed up then, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 16. It's at 16.
Yeah, but they said 250s and 350s. You're in a 150, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you should be good. Now, here's a video of it, though. See the steering wheel?
He's driving.
Yeah, you see that shit?
Yeah.
Like a completely unbalanced wheel.
Damn it.
Fuck.
There's got to be a picture of that.
Well, they were saying, just like you were saying with the motorcycles, there's a kit you buy, you can put on it, and it has to do with something, and then you have to get the truck realigned. But there's some kind of kit that helps correct that, I guess.
Well, the manufacturer
That they
didn't
have.
take care of that?
Yeah, there was recalls on it, but they had to use it. They had to build a kit for it that they were coming out with in order to fix the problem because it was a major manufacturing defect. It was just a bad design from the factory, pretty much.
Yeah, you know, they engineer these things too much to drive like cars. You know, and I think you're giving too much play in certain areas for smoother ride, whatever. Truck's gonna feel like a truck. Get over it. You know.
Is there a lane closed up there or something? Why are all these trucks got their? Oh, never mind. I thought there was the blinkers. It's just hazards. Okay.
No, it's just I don't know. I don't know why it's hazards are going. It's moving at a perfectly fine speed. Going. I'm going 75 and I'm passing him. Just by a little, which means he's going 70. That's the speed limit. So I don't know what his problem is. Just turn that shit off.
On my way back. On my way back up from up north when I was up there working by the Georgia border and I was on the live stream with David and Laura, I actually passed a truck that had a little Tonka truck tied to the back trailer. That's all he had on the trailer was just a little Tonka truck, and he had it all strapped down and shit. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, that's funny as shit.
You know, these guys, these two vehicles that have all those lights going, those are oversized load haulers.
But there's nothing on it.
No, they're empty.
Yeah.
You're supposed to turn. You're probably, well, nobody told me how to turn them off. You know, it's funny.
Well, that's why I thought it was their blinkers at first, and I was like, "Oh, is the lane closing up there ahead of you, or what?" But then I realized on the second truck it wasn't.
You know, it's funny you bring up that Tonka truck. I wonder if there's wherever he's driving, if there's some allowance for weight or speed or something.
He's just being a smart ass.
if you're hauling equipment.
Pulls up to the weigh station. All right, smart ass, get out of the truck.
so technically, he's okay. That's pretty funny.
Oh, Justin, that mission we were trying to do earlier.
Oh Lord,
Did you look into it more? You figured it out, or what?
I've completed it.
So you know what to do then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up, Joe.
I was waiting for that, Laura. Sit up, Joe.
Yeah, I'm about 2 quests ahead.
All right.
You on the quest.
Well,
So,
if you're around tomorrow, if you got time, you can show me.
Justin, what are you going to do for 10 days when Laura's not here?
Isn't
I'm
she taking
taking
her
my
Switch
tab.
with her?
I'm taking my Switch. I'm taking my tab, and they both have a remote control that connects to them.
Just reminds me of the Blues Brothers.
Taking your computer.
We're
I
on a
wish I could
mission,
take my computer. My dad wouldn't allow it.
innit? We're on a mission from God. Bloody hell, the sky's clear now. I can see the moon.
Not bending over.
Poor David's got to sit there for a whole week by himself.
Well, David's gonna be dancing.
How come?
You know he gets bored without Laura there.
Laura's going
He
away.
might enjoy the first couple of days, but you know he's starting missing her after a couple of days.
I get the feeling he's bored when Laura is there. So what's the difference?
Yeah, but they're bored together.
Me too, Bill.
Laura, where are you going for a week?
Scotland.
The normal vacation she does with her parents every year.
So you're
Well, the
going with
one
your
that-
parents again? You went in the spring, didn't you?
No, that got cancelled because the mum was ill.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the replacement.
But her mum got ill while we were on holiday.
How is Mum doing?
Oh, she got another infection, but
Not like she had, though.
you're not like she had.
Now,
Right.
who goes?
Actually,
Just
goes
you
more
and
than I
them,
do.
or do you have other siblings that go along too?
Yeah, does Mark and them go, or is it just you, Laura?
Just me.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a thank you for the help I give them. For me to actually get a breakaway that I'm entitled to.
Well,
Yeah, because technically, don't you actually get like vacation time for being a
Yeah,
caregiver?
I have
You
to.
has-
I have to take
Yeah,
it.
you have to get a respite.
she's stupid, right? She has to have 2 weeks away from me a year.
That doesn't sound stupid to me at all.
And she gets paid for the 2 weeks.
I get paid.
Yeah,
I
still
get
gets paid for it.
Yeah, but as much as y'all are around each other, that's actually not a bad thing, though.
It's not, but the point is, as she's my carer, they don't replace her for the 2 weeks.
I have to find someone,
She has to find someone to take over.
and they
And
don't
I
get
could see it would be difficult to find someone to be with you for 2 weeks, I guess. So
It's usually no. What she does is she usually just rings up Amazon and is like, "Here, talk to the rep." And David just goes on a 2-week rant on the phone.
Yeah, Laura's gone for 2 weeks, comes back, and there's 27 30-inch televisions in the living room and 50-inch, excuse me. We finally got it settled.
Finally got it settled. Oh my god.
Half the people I've got kicking the nuts when I finally get over to America. I don't know who's on top of the list.
Rude.
Oh, come on.
Hey, David's not really disputing it, so.
No, he's not. David told his stories of how he ended up with several computer monitors. I think he can talk himself into anything.
Mhm. Yeah,
Amazon people they don't care. They're just to get them off the phone. Fine. You're returning your jar of peanut butter. I'm going to be sending you your new 72-inch.
We could do that. Could do a new monitor screen.
You're not having my
David,
monitor.
that's what you need to do is open up a business just doing returns for people. Like, have you, and you can do like a whole like lawyer type commercial. Have you been wronged by Amazon? Did they deny your dispute? Are you trying to get a claim and do a return? Call 1-800 fuck Amazon.
I was supposed to be going to bed. Yeah, Justin, I'll be on the game tomorrow afternoon. Your after Paul.
All right.
She's
Yeah,
a
because when I
liar.
was when I
No,
was
no,
looking
no.
at
Just stop a minute, Justin. She's a fucking liar. She'll be on that computer the moment she gets up on that game. I can guarantee it. Right?
depends if Matt's
Hours
on.
before you get up, she'll be on it. So don't listen to her. Don't believe it. She'll be on that computer before you know it.
yeah, she did admit to me today. She was like, I did kind of play it because I was like, she was like, I'm ahead. I think I'm ahead of you a level. I said, no, we finished together yesterday on the same level. And she was like, no, I kind of played it again without you. I was like, okay.
He said, I didn't need you.
I had other teammates.
I thought the general idea was getting the game for both of you.
No, we were both we're both stuck on this level, so I went in to have a look of how to complete
Yeah,
it.
she said she was going to try to figure it out because I was.
But now I can go through it with Justin, and he can catch up. Because we have to do it as he's the party leader, so we can do his quest, or it puts him in my quest.
Yeah, it's whoever the party leader is. That's where it starts off from.
And I got some V-Bucks for completing it.
How many did you end up getting? I've only gotten 100 so far.
100.
Yeah.
Laura, wait till he says 100, and you say 110.
I actually cursed Justin when he got the 100. I was like, why did he get them and I didn't?
Yeah, I don't think that was a completion. I think it was because I got a shit ton of XP on that level. Because I was collecting a lot of stuff on that level when we were
It's
playing
something
that.
to do with your daily quests.
Because I got more XP when we finished that than I ever did on any of the other ones. Like, because my bars were just going up and up and up, and I went all the way to the 5th chest out of the 6 you can get. And that was the highest I've ever gotten one, and again ended up giving it to me out of that.
October. They're not going to be absolutely quiet.
Right.
They're taking it off.
Well, the problem is they need to update it. Like I said, the game, if you actually go back and watch game footage, it's actually like a 5 or 6 year old game. And it still looks the same as it did 5 or 6 years ago.
I'm not quite bad at this one. I got bad at the normal game. I can't shoot to hell on the normal game anymore.
Oh, dear.
I can shoot zombies though.
Yeah, I was kicking ass yesterday, dude. I got 16 kills in one match and got 18 in another.
People were giving us weapons that you're supposed to craft, but they're just literally dropping them.
Well, those people, you could tell from the shit they were using, they've been playing that game a while.
Yep.
And they
Not
were
about
only
the rest
playing.
of you guys on the panel, but this chat about Fortnite is certainly going to help me sleep tonight.
Shut up.
I would say, Justin, let's go start our own live up and talk about Fortnite, but I don't have Zoom anymore.
You can have a 40-minute.
40 minutes.
Dude, I couldn't believe. So I was monitoring my GPU usage today, right? And I'm looking at I'm looking at Zoom, right? And right now, when I'm on Zoom, I'm using damn near 80% of my GPU usage.
That's fine.
But then when I get off Zoom, I can go and live stream with Streamlabs and have a game pulled up, doing all that, and I'm barely using a little over 40%.
Don't know which one it was though.
Actually, right under 40%. I can't believe how much resources fucking Zoom takes up. That is nuts.
Yeah, it takes
Like right now.
loads.
Yeah, right now I'm sitting at 87% usage on my GPU.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoom takes up a lot.
But yeah, I can run a video game with all the graphics set to high. I can run Streamlabs running a stream, have another live chat popped out on my third screen, and I'm not even getting over 40% usage. That just blows my mind. I don't know what the hell Zoom's doing that's using that much resources, but that's nuts.
Hell,
I'm just into my mind cell. Poof. Oh, this is called like a
That's
sleep.
those are Zoom hackers sifting through your personal information. You know,
I guess.
accessing your computer and looking at all your porn and stuff.
These guys.
Well, they
Yeah,
must
it's-
have they must have a big file if they're
Well,
searching
why do I
through
sign up for
Justin's
this?
porn.
Because they
Yes,
found
I don't know.
his back. They found his back door.
Ah,
right. If
Yeah,
we don't hear from East Coast in the next few days, you know his wife saw that message.
yeah.
What message? Oh, the
Hey,
one about her
yes.
snoring?
No, 2 weeks vacation from my wife. Where do I sign up for this?
I thought TJ come on fun.
Oh, and then he made the comment about his wife snoring with the machine earlier. Yeah, he's digging himself in a very deep hole.
Oh yeah.
I've already taken screenshots. I'm just waiting for my money to come in PayPal before I send them off.
Hey, JDS. Hey, Donald.
I think
Donald,
$20. What do you think, David? $20 a comment to not show her? That's about fair, right?
I don't know.
He's going to get himself in trouble because sometimes he's listening to the live stream and his wife can hear it. The other night, I made a comment about how he married into protection, and he said his wife gave him a funny look because she heard me say it. So one day he's going to write something in the chat. Somebody's going to repeat it on the panel. She's going to hear it. Nah, I hate when Sarah goes out of town. It's always nice the first night or two, but then yeah. I definitely want
JDS,
her to come back
I'm
home.
hanging in there, buddy. How are you doing?
Not worried about when I'm traveling.
Hang on, Justin, did you listen to what you just said?
What?
He's going to write something in the chat and she's going to hear it.
Yeah, because one of us will end up reading it. That's what I said. I
Well,
said
no,
he's gonna.
he said she's asleep now.
But like I said the other day, he wrote something in the chat, and I responded to it, and she heard my response to him.
Yeah.
that's for sure.
And she gave him a dirty look. I said, one day he's going to write something in there, and somebody's going to repeat it on the panel, and she's going to hear that repeat.
Mm.
He's going to end up getting smacked upside the head.
Yeah, but I mean,
So obviously, he don't listen with the live stream with headphones all the time.
oh, if I knew that, I would have had you for that.
So I've got to be up a bit earlier.
Full moon night.
Yes, Justin's bent over.
I think it's a 3/4.
Excuse you?
When you finish, it's only half the planet.
Only half.
I got my own back on them for insulting me all these times.
I'm not sure that's going to work in a court of law.
Who's made fun of you all these times?
Well, Justin, when we're playing Fortnite, you tell everybody I'm looking at flowers.
I've never said anything like that.
I've got it on live streams.
That's just AI. Deep fakes.
You can't get your card in a minute once you stop looking at the flowers.
Say, ooh, butterfly.
I actually did that one day. They died. And I went, oh, these are pretty flowers. Instead of going to get them.
I think that was when Tim died and you were annoying him, dancing around his card and shit, and he got all pissed off.
Yeah. Should I pick it up? Should I pick it up? Should I?
And then Tim did it where he was running around her car in circles, and Laura recorded it.
Or they say I'm window shopping for new guns because if I see a box on the way, I'll stop and open the box.
Paul, what I deal with is a parent. Now we're 3 weeks into the season, right? And she says, I still haven't seen any pictures of my son up on the. Now he plays freshman, so right now some of them may not be getting in the game. And I've been looking for his number and couldn't find it. Right? I have him as number 39. On the roster, it's 39. She says, you have it as 39, it's 38. That is 3 weeks into the season. And she could have told me this a week ago, that his number's 38, not 39. The roster's wrong. So I had to go back and look at 3 games and pull 38 out. And I found 14 pictures.
Wow.
Now, they might have had 30 pictures if I didn't do the right number. That's what I deal with.
So there is no 39 then, I take it?
No, there's no 39. That's why I couldn't find one. And sometimes they have them, and then something's wrong. It might be sick. I've had one. I got 2 players right now that are on the sideline. One's got a broken collarbone, and one's got a MCL. But they're all coming back. They're gonna play. Collarbone should be back in about a week. So the mom and the 2 parents, he said, just stay where you at. Just shoot them on the sideline.
How you doing?
Go. What? I looked at him. He sassed me just now.
I'm gonna grab my
He looked down and went, like,
Yeah.
I'll throw this on the crack of your ass.
Yeah, I took my clean out pills.
Oh yeah.
Good.
No one standing downwind from Paul tonight.
You're only getting a half of one. Because you don't need a whole one.
Wow.
I have no idea. I think I want to go get a Jimmy John's. But now she should be happy she got pictures. "19 pictures.
When did it go dark in Bills? Where Billy's?
What?
When did it go dark for you?
When did it go dark?
Yeah.
It's been dark.
Last time I looked, it was daylight.
No, it's been dark. It's 8 o'clock. It's been dark. Kind of hanging behind his car. He's only going 65. Trying to get track of my fuel mileage here. A big difference it makes between 65 and 75 year fuel mileage. Big difference. Well, my truck anyway. This vehicle. So everybody else is passing me by like I'm standing still. A lot of people for a Sunday night on the turnpike.
Yeah, come to think of it, our sunset is at 7:20 at the moment,
Yep.
and sunrise is at 6:45 in the morning. Perfect flying weather at the moment. 1 mile an hour wind gusting to 4 miles an hour, except for the fact that it's pitch black.
Well, we got some easterlies coming.
Oh, then you won't be able to see the wind, will you?
Yeah, it's coming from the east anyway, even at that small speed.
Split out. Trailer vehicles fine.
That light reflects off your bonnet a lot, doesn't it? Sorry, hood.
I was going to say.
Not really. I think that's just glare. It's just glaring on the camera. Flare. That's flare from the camera. My bonnet is seems pretty dark to me. I mean, I guess if I put my head down to the level of the phone, you see some reflection.
Yeah.
This has HDR built in, so it makes it lightens it up. It's actually darker than it even looks in that video.
Yeah.
And when it does that, any light source looks bigger, yeah, brighter, whatever.
Yes, Don. I know.
I was thinking about getting a new phone.
Yeah. Ask about the boot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Do I really? I mean, this is a 9 Pro, a OnePlus 9 Pro. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, 256, but you know, it's still got a late. It's a pretty good phone, but I don't know, man. I tell you, I like. I think I want a folding phone. I think one of those double screen folding phones.
No, you don't.
Why not?
They're not there yet. They are not there.
And they only fold so many times before they crack.
Yeah, 36.
It is a lot of times, but then again, how many times were you going to open it during the day?
Yeah, but they have gotten better since the first rendition of them, though.
Oh yeah, they got better.
They're getting better every year, but I personally, if I wanted one, I would give it another few years if they keep trying to make them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't quit.
Well, they must be, because Google Pixel just came out with a brand new one.
Well, like I said, I'm interested in those as well, but I just hope they don't give up on them at some point and they're like, oh, this is not worth it.
I think LG have just come out with a double fold.
Yeah, no, the Pixel just came out with it. But I could get that through T-Mobile, and it's like, I think it's $1,700.
Yeah, it goes from a single phone screen and you open it out to a 10-inch tablet. But that's the problem with them as well. The software is tablet mode, so things like YouTube don't work very well and stuff. You can't do like YouTube Shorts on it, crap like that.
Well, I don't know. I'd imagine one produced by Google, who owns YouTube. I'd imagine YouTube would probably work fairly well on their phones. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean, it's actually got 3 screens, because when it's folded shut, you got a screen on the outside.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You know, and then you open it up and you got the double. It's just that I'd probably do way more video watching on my phone than I do my television. So open that thing up, put it on my nightstand, fall asleep, watch my video. It's very green of me. It would use less power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's anything like my television, it keeps trying to turn itself off every about 6 hours if you don't watch it.
Yeah,
don't.
you can turn that off in your TV.
Mine is switched off, but it still does it.
Yeah, the bedroom TV, if it's on Netflix, after 2 hours it turns off.
It'll give you a warning, like it'll allow you to respond. You still watching?
Yeah.
How much further you got?
No.
Bill?
No, I'm not here. Are you still there? No.
Yeah, I'm here.
I've actually got a television at the foot of the bed. There's really no reason to wear my phone out. Whatever. Whatever.
Paul was asking how long you got left.
What's that? How old is it?
No, how long have you got left in your journey?
How long? What?
Paul was asking how long you got until you get home.
How long do I got before I get old?
Home.
Get home.
Oh, home. Oh, I'm old now. I can't hear shit.
Well, the hearing's going, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. At 156, I forget the mile marker. I think it's 144. I'm at the 156 to get off the turnpike, so that's getting close. And then there's another 6 miles back to the house. So I'm getting there.
Ah.
So about 20 minutes.
No, silly. Longer than that. I'd imagine. The 6 miles once I get off, it's in town.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, let me see, where am I at? Yeah, I'm coming up on Fort Pierce. I think it is 144, so that's like another 18 miles.
18 miles, okay.
No, wait, or is it 8 miles? What am I thinking? Oh, and this affects it. Congestion 4 miles ahead. Prepare to slow. See, things like that enter it. Things like that enter into it. We'll find out. Maybe that sign is lying too.
Mhm.
No, if it's 144, it's only 8 miles away. Till I get off. So maybe half hour, 25 minutes. You might be right. Because once I get off, like I said, it's about 6 miles. That's maybe 12 minutes.
So then you to go to your house once you get off the freeway, what is it? It's a regular road with stoplights and all kinds of stuff. And
yeah, like 6 miles of it. Yeah, yeah. But it's a fairly fast moving road. Not as fast as people think it is, maniacs.
Yeah.
Well, your pupper dogs will be looking for you.
Well, I guess.
You guess.
I mean,
Now you sound like Joe. Joe's dogs mean to him the world, but he says, "Oh, I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to throw you out to the curb."
Bring him down to the kill shelter. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They just want treats. Want a little attention, some treats, and then they're good.
Yeah.
So they got wifey there, so she's probably paying attention to them. I mean, she cuts them, gives them their meds, feeds them. So she's way more the mother to them than I am. I mean, I guess I'm kind of alpha because I'm loud and large, but aside from that, it's funny they imprint.
A few times you've showed us, they get excited when you come home.
Well, sure, but they would get excited about if the stranger opened the door too. They just get excited. They're happy. They want to jump up, get petted real quick, and then run back in the other room.
Yeah.
Stare at mom. Give me some. I'm starving. Yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
The one of them is like 20 pounds, 20-pound Shih Tzu. They're not starving.
Mm-hmm.
20 and a half, like that. It's not fat though. A lot of exercise killing all the local flora and fauna.
Mm-hmm. And is that the normal size for a Shih Tzu or what?
No, they're more like 13 pounds.
Yeah.
13 to 16 maybe on the outset. I mean, I think the biggest one ever was like, I don't know where I read this, was 25 pounds, 26 pounds or something. But she's big for a Shih Tzu, yeah. But like I said, she's not fat. Doctor, I take her to the vet every year, and they're all muscle. Bella might be getting a little chunky, the little one.
Mm.
She's not as active as Mandy is. She just kind of trails behind her. I shouldn't even say chunky because she's not really. They're both very healthy. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, Precious is healthy, but you wouldn't know it to look at her because she spends most of the day sleeping and the rest of the day eating.
Yeah. Well, they, like I said, they have the doggy dog doors. They have access to the yard, running around, letting people know they're here. But they're not yappers. They're not like the neighbors' freaking chihuahuas. They don't do that. I
Mine
mean,
has
they'll
a,
bark at people, but they're
Like
not
mine.
particularly loud.
mine has a doggy door. It stands with its nose pressed against the patio sliding door and says, "Come on, open the fucking thing." Hmm. But she's like between 110 and 120 pound.
Yeah, I had a big one like that once. I had a Newfoundland dog, man.
Mm.
My original Mandy, she was about 130, 135.
Mm.
Massive female. Big old head, looked like a bear.
Yeah.
They would die down here. You'd have to constantly be combing that coat out. It's too hot in Florida. Although there's some down here, but I don't think it's fair for them animals to live down here. That coat is so thick, and it, you know, it's meant to. I mean, they could sleep under the snow. You know, that's what they're meant. That's what they're meant.
Yeah. No, mine bull mastiff. She looks a little bit like a Staffordshire bull terrier. I think she might have a little bit of a mix, you know. But she's very short haired.
Yeah, mastiffs are yeah, thin coat. Yeah, the Newfoundland dogs, they were bred. They actually have mastiff in them, and whatever the wild dog was that was in Labrador at the time when the Italian ships landed, they bred them from them. But they're meant to have more. They're water saving dogs. They train them to pull people in. Very strong swimmers. The coats are practically when the coat's full and the undergrowth is in, they're practically waterproof. You got to at the end of the winter when I used to have to brush out that undercoat when I lose it. There's a pile as big as a dog laying there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 124. I always forget the number. It's the mile the mile marker number. 142. I don't know. We'll find out. I figured I'd be home around 11:30 or 8:30, so we're probably right at the 144.
Mm.
Mile 147. Okay.
I got one of the moms that they get all the trainers right before the game and they get like 10 girls to shoot a picture of them. And the mom has been buying the digital download each game. So that's $15. I'll shoot them every game to get the $15.
Yeah.
That $15 a person or what?
That's
A
$15
download.
for the one shot, and it doesn't cost me anything. It's just a digital download. Because I was getting ready to give them the site to let them go download them anyway. 'Cause I always do that for the trainers. But since the mom is buying them, I'm gonna leave it. I'll make the money. Make that extra $150 this year.
Well,
So you're selling
when's the next
you're
football
selling
game?
you're selling pictures of kids online, huh?
That's one way to look at it.
The wrong way.
Well, Bill, you ought to hear the stories where he talks about when some of the really good-looking girls, cheerleaders, come up and start hugging on him.
No, I talk about the ones in college.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
one
college.
hugging on it.
Yeah, straighten that story out, please.
Yeah, the college girls. When I shoot college, they hug on me. And you see, I wait for them to get the hugging stage till they get to college. Then I go make sure that I find out where they're going to be, and then I go over there.
That's not creepy at all.
I was at a Southeastern Nichols game about 4 years ago, and it was up at Nichols, up in Thibodaux, Louisiana, and it was cold. I mean, I could not. I had gloves on, I had hand warmers, I had everything, and I couldn't get warm. That's how cold it was, and the wind was blowing. And a
So-
couple of the cheerleaders that used to be at Mandeville, well, they come running over to me and said, "Here." They sort of give me hand warmers that had and shoved it all up in my gloves, right? And it didn't work. It was that cold. I was taking a picture, putting my hands and stuff, taking a picture, putting my hands and stuff. At halftime, all the girls from the Nichols team come running over, and they got around me and hugged me to keep me warm.
So it
A
was,
hand, so a hand warmer. That's what they call that now.
it was a sticky out Nichols, a sticky out Nichols game.
I had 18 dance team and the cheerleaders that got around me and put me in the middle. Felt like a Boston cream.
It was an unfortunate name, wasn't it? It must have been a sticky out Nichols game.
A Boston cream. God, use a different term, please. Oh, ew.
Joe,
There's the
I said-
exit. We
I said
found
that
it.
from Paul. I got
140.
that's all right. Wait, my disclaimer doesn't
142.
work for me. Wait.
142. That's the exit. Now I remember.
well,
No, it's
Bill-
because when you go up north, it's 240 or it's about 100 miles.
hey,
242?
Bill, you're never going to look at a Boston cream at the at
Oh,
donut
God.
shop again without thinking about Captain Joe.
Well, Paul's gonna go out and buy some more.
Is that
Like a cannoli.
Yeah.
Boston cream. Oh, I got donuts at the house.
Sounds good too. A cannoli. I'm going to go get some.
Leave the gun, take the cannolis. Well, I must say that shuddering is completely gone because I would have felt it now in these turns, stepping on the gas. Hooray!
Yeah.
So you're just 4 or 5 miles from home there?
About 6 or so.
Here comes the stoplight.
Good job. That's exactly what that is. So proud. There's the Walgreens. There's the Wendy's. Wendy's. I haven't eaten a Wendy's in like 10 years. I
Yeah.
remember them being pretty good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I live off the
yeah,
Wendy's
yeah.
app when
'Cause-
I'm doing football.
For some reason on Zoom, the audio down at the bottom has a red exclamation mark, like I have no audio.
It's because you're irritating Zoom by complaining about how many resources you're using.
Fuck Zoom.
That little red exclamation point is them giving you the finger.
Pretty much. All right.
Yeah, I use
Port
that
St.
Wendy's
Lucie
app all the
Boulevard.
time. Wendy's got that bacon. I might go get that. Wendy's got the buy one get one free baconator right now. It's like
Baconator.
$7 you get both of them.
Get two of
One
them.
for the day and one for tomorrow.
Yeah, because it'll be here tomorrow.
Or-
What I'll do is I'll throw it in the freezer and then take it out and let it thaw.
Have we met? You-
No,
I mean,
it'd
that may
be one,
be the-
at- one
It
in
might
the
be the
evening.
plan, but
Right, it'd be one in the evening, one around 11 o'clock, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll be sitting in the fetal position, hugging your stomach.
So if I eat one tonight, I won't eat the other one until tomorrow morning.
I don't know.
I
To
use
me,
it
it's like a television series. You know, you're really sad and you want to see it continue. So when one sandwich
know.
ends, the other one begins.
Yeah, but if I wait till tomorrow morning, I could do a over easy egg or over medium egg and throw it on there too.
There
I
you
just
go.
want to say you're all a bunch of ignorant fucks, right? Because I've been talking to you, you've been ignoring me, and then Laura come in and went, "You know, I muted your mic earlier."
Laura, I knew Laura did it.
Well, I
I
had
didn't
like
know.
an upside down cottage pie. I had mashed potatoes with minced beef and onion gravy on top.
Did you have carpet on the bottom, on the top?
No,
I just go. I think I'm gonna just go. I got some meatballs in there. I might just take those meatballs and some of that sausage I got
Yeah.
and kind of chop it up together and make it like a burrito.
Ooh.
Well,
Meatball,
that's like
Italian
a cross.
sausage, and cheese.
That's like a cross contamination between cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Italian sausage and meatballs, so that would kind of work.
Right. Right. You're turning it into
But-
something
but-
Mexican.
Yeah, but I don't have any bread. That's the problem. I don't buy bread anymore. I just buy the tortillas. And
Well, then you got any eggs?
sandwiches. I got egg.
Okay, make an Italian omelet.
I do that.
What you're requesting.
Oh, you scratched.
as opposed to a Spanish one.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I like my skitty sauce on eggs. I think it's good on an omelet.
That's good.
Yeah, sure is. Actually, or gravy, as my grandmother used to call it. Tomato sauce,
Gravy,
tomato
red
gravy. Yeah, you put it on anything. Although I haven't tried it on like pistachio ice cream. I don't think that would go.
Yeah. Strangely enough, the Indians, they call their curry sauces gravy.
Yeah, I like that. Mark goes, the Indians and the dog went.
Got a bunch of pulled pork my wife made. I think I'll have some of that when I go home.
There you go.
Yeah.
Laura
sounds
says
good
good night to you all.
What do
Laura
you mean
said what?
good night? He's
Good
only
night to you all.
across the play fortnight.
Yeah, I think
Is
I'm
she
gonna
gonna
run to
go
Jimmy
play
John's.
Fortnite or what?
No.
Oh, what about Chipotle, Joe?
No. I'll get that in the daytime.
Joe liked the
Let me
Chipotle.
see what kind of stuff they got around here. See, I don't feel like I gotta go down and look at my car because I haven't started today. I gotta roll the windows up. It should be dried out by now.
We actually have two places. We have Chipotle, and then there's another place that's just like them. It's called Moe's. They're pretty good too.
It's called what?
Moe's Mexican
Moe's?
Grill. Yeah, it's just
Moe's
like Chipotle.
Mexican Grill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mo.
it's
That-
exactly like
that's in
Chipotle.
case you're hungry for Mexican and you want some mo.
But it's it's a carbon copy of Chipotle. It's exactly like Chipotle in every way. Like you do the
Yeah, but it's owned by a bunch. It's owned by a bunch of stooges.
It's actually a chain of them around here. There's more than one. There's about I think there's like 10 or 15 of
Oh,
them.
yeah, there you go. And the guy behind the counter is named Shep.
Yeah. Mo Larry the cheese. Mo Larry
All
the
you got to
cheese.
do is get it big enough to be a little bit of a thorn in Chipotle's side, and then you sell. Make a bunch of money.
Mm.
Curly Joe is running the register.
Oh shoot, if I go to Jimmy John's, I get me that Italian club, I get a free brownie right now.
Fuck's sake.
I get a free brownie for $9. I get that sandwich.
Joe's
and a
got the
brownie.
shit all mapped out, and he's like, if I head to Wendy's, I get there by 9:32. They're giving out a free hamburger.
Yeah.
See what Wendy's got. Hey, look,
It's like,
y'all think I'm joking? Look at the apps.
and then he said, if I all goes to plan, I'll be at Costco in the morning for the free samples.
Yeah,
If I go to Buffalo Wild Wings,
Food
and order the hamburger, the combo for $15, I get 10 free wings.
Well, you better go before they close that place down for good, because they shut down like 30% of their stores around the country. Buffalo
Yeah,
Wild
it's like-
Wings.
This place over here, if they shut this one
Yeah.
down, they're gonna be stupid because this one's busy.
That's like Denny's, man. They're shutting down too. Sad.
See what Wendy's got.
Grand Slam breakfast is no more.
Like Denny's.
I know
And I like
they're
It's
grand.
very
They're,
Grand Slam breakfast, very reasonably. Used to be like $3.99, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, back in the day it was super fucking cheap. Yeah, you got a big ass breakfast, but they filed for bankruptcy, and so they're going to be closing all stores. They're slowly closing them.
Well,
over
do
the
you
next
guys
year.
remember the old Ponderosa restaurants? They closed those up too.
Yeah, I used to manage one.
Did you?
Actually, I worked in two of them. Yeah.
Yeah, all we're gonna have left is IHOP and Waffle House.
They had one of the biggest salad bars I've ever seen, Ponderosa.
Yeah.
Oh, the Waffle House is pretty good.
And that salad bar, the most popular thing on it was the wings.
Yep.
You had unlimited breaded chicken wings. I used to catch old ladies with plastic lined purses, filling them up. Yeah.
I like Waffle House. Waffle House is pretty good.
I like Waffle House too. You know what I like about it? It's got food.
Yeah.
I like them all, as long as there's food.
Yeah, Denny's was just so iconic with the Grand Slam breakfast. Like that was
It's Denny's right up the
it's
street
been
here,
a
actually.
staple for years. All the ones in our area have already closed. We don't have them anymore.
Well, there was an East Coast chain called Franklin's. They're gone. There's and it's like a Denny's. There's Friendly's is closing up all over the country. What the hell else? I just saw a video on it. How many thousands of stores are closing up. Old Country Buffet, they're going away.
Isn't Arby's in trouble too?
I don't know. I have to go ask them. There's one across the street.
I know we were just talking about TJ's work the other day. Walgreens is shutting down like 2,000 or 3,000 of their 8,000 locations that they had. They're shutting down almost a third of them.
That's my drugstore. I hope not.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
shutting
cool.
down 2,000 and some change of what they consider low performing stores.
And they closed down the Rite Aid here, and now they're sending everybody to Walgreens, and Walgreens is in trouble. So
Well,
Yeah,
it may
well,
not be
right.
a trouble in your area. You know, it all
Right.
depends. I mean, they oversaturated the area. I go to like 5 different Walgreens from here. You know, I don't know. All I know is
Same.
CVS is expensive, and Walgreens is a better selection and it's cheaper.
Well, it's the same with dollar stores, right? They've oversaturated dollar stores. There's literally $6 stores within 3 miles of my house. In 3 miles, there's 6 of them. And that's not including all of them that are in my town. That's just within a 2-3 mile radius of my house. And there's 2 of them or 3 of them within less than a mile from my house. And 2 of them are only about a quarter mile apart from each other. Wherever there's an empty field, a dollar store will come. That's what they say. And then now they're actually more concentrated now because Dollar General bought out Family Dollar. Or no, they bought out, was it Dollar Tree? And so now there's only 2 of them now. 99-cent only, they're now gone. They were a big 99-cent store on the West Coast. In about 6 or 7 states on the West Coast, they're gone now.
I think they started it, didn't they? 99 cent store?
They were around a long time, 99-cent only, but they were mainly West Coast. But
Well,
the
no,
problem was,
I mean, maybe it's a different chain, but it was just called 99-cent store. I've never heard of 99-cent only.
yeah, 99-cent only was a 99-cent store, but it was like half the size of a Walmart. It was a lot bigger than your standard dollar store.
Bill has arrived.
It was a little bit smaller than your average Walmart. But it was, the problem was when they were going over their books the last couple of years, like they were only making a couple $1 million profit out of, 1,000 locations that they had. Like it was that bad of a turnover. And unfortunately, most of their locations were in the states where shoplifting was running rampant, and it was just killing their profit margins. So they've actually shut those down now too. And that company was getting pretty fucking big too.
What do you mean was getting rampant?
Well, I mean, over the last few years when it got really out of control.
Well, yeah, it is. Fucking some of the California's made it illegal.
Well, pretty much. I mean, it's still a misdemeanor, but the prosecutors just won't prosecute anybody neither. That's another problem they're having.
The
They're not
citation.
enforcing the
They
law.
don't care. You pay a ticket.
That's why I loved when DeSantis removed those 2 prosecutors here in Florida, because they were trying to do the same shit. They weren't enforcing the laws of their area, and they came in with the state attorney and removed them and replaced them with people that they knew were going to enforce the law. They were like, you can't pick and choose on your own personal political basis on what you want to enforce and what you don't. You enforce what the laws in the books are, period.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's enough for this. I'm going to get inside. And I just might make a couple of English muffins. And Mark, I know they're not really English.
There you go.
Go on the back porch and have a cup of tea.
No, it's not that they're not English, it's that they're not muffins.
And the packaging just lies to us. I'm gonna I got some peanut butter and some orange marmalade and whatever.
I thought he was about to say Marmite. I was like, you sick poor bastard.
On a marmalade kick right now.
I thought you said Marmite. I was like, oh.
No, crumpets should be just toasted and smothered in butter.
I don't mind a bit of jam every now and again.
Over here, English muffins are also used for breakfast sandwiches. I'm sure you guys have the McDonald's breakfast English muffin breakfast sandwiches over there.
Well, we have something. I won't call them English breakfast.
Well, that is actually a muffin rather than a crumpet.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at crumpets on Google Images one day, and then looking at English muffins, and to me, they look very similar. Now, whether the texture or the taste is the same, the
Did he have
look,
lots of?
they look the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did he have
it's
lots
all
of
about the
holes in them?
nooks and the crannies.
A
Do they have what?
trumpet has a lot of air holes in it running from the top to the bottom.
Yeah,
That's what
And
an
it
English muffin does too.
is
Yeah,
more
they're
like a
crumpets.
sourdough.
Right,
Yeah.
our English muffins are like that. They're very, now one side will look like it was like cooked, but then the other
Yes.
side is very airy with a lot of holes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're crumpets.
That's trumpet.
Well, that's what I said. If you look at an English muffin picture and look at a crumpet picture side by side, they almost look exactly the same. I think they just call them different things in different countries.
What we
But
call
Guys, I'm gonna jump off.
Okay,
What we-
everybody,
Go get a
I think we're
Baconator.
gonna call it.
I wouldn't mind
Yeah, I'm gonna
trying
get
a
the
crumpet
Baconator
just
before
to
they
see if it
expire.
tastes the same.
Okay, all right, buddy.
what we call a muffin is just a round bread cake, like a bread roll that's squashed.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If I tried a crumpet, I mean, just like I said, the look of it looks the same. I just don't know if the texture and taste tastes the same. But it does look very,
They will be.
very similar.
Yeah, probably.
And it's probably the same fucking thing, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, it's just slightly, it's just worded, packaged different here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
love
just,
myself an English strumpet.
we just tend to eat them on their own. We don't use them to make sandwiches and things like that with.
Okay,
Yeah, we just
everybody
whack them
have
in
a
the
good
toaster.
evening. We're gonna call it. Justin, are you playing tonight or no?
No, it's Monday night, no. Or
Okay.
Sunday
Saturday.
night, no.
Sunday.
Most people aren't going to be on tonight, so.
Okay, everybody. Hey,
Or-
thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning.
All right, later.
You make.
Bye-bye.